first pitch.
That is phenomenal. I can't wait to see you be an athlete.
Yeah.
Parlay this first pitch into a major league contract. It'll be amazing. No one will have ever suspected it.
Pops told me he's going to be upset if I don't accidentally cause a concussion.
Accidentally cause a concussion. I love it.
Yeah. Accidentally cause a concussion.
Whose though? Yours or theirs?
That part he left up in the air. He left that up in the air. But yeah, I'm excited. The kids are really excited. It's like a superhero themed night that they're doing, and this is at the Augusta Green Jacket Stadium. I guess it's called the minor leagues or whatever. This is like where you play before you go to the MLB.
Yeah, I can tell that you're a big baseball fan. Yes,
I need the assist here.
There's multiple levels. There's single A, double A, and triple A ball.
Okay.
And those are the major ones. There's actually a fourth like developmental thing as well. But when you come out of college ball, or most kids are drafted out of college, there are some that are drafted out of high school. They end up going into the minor league system, and they'll play. They usually start at single A, and they work their way up. And as you go progressively up the system, the level of talent gets better and better until you get up to the major leagues. And usually that process for a good player will take at least 2 to 3 years before they hit the majors. Some players can be much longer. Some players will never leave the minors. Minor leagues will be where they play their entire careers. But it can be a lot. They're a lot of fun. It definitely allows the minor league farm system. Definitely allows a couple great things. I think one, not only do you get generally most talent by the time they get to the major leagues, they've got indoctrinated into the major league system for a couple years. There are a few exceptions that get in there much faster, but so the players tend to be more mature when they get to the major league. That's why I don't think you hear as many baseball players, young baseball players getting into trouble doing stupid things. They've had several years to mature before they get into the leagues. And even when they do, the baseball system, the way that they pay players, the first few years, they don't have ungodly kinds of money until they're by the time they get their first contract that's worth real big money. They're not, they're in the late 20s by the time that happens typically. So you've matured out a little bit, but
so it looks like they're the South Atlantic League, whatever that is.
But it also allows these major minor league teams really get a good chance to get baseball out to more of America, and little smaller towns to be able to get themselves teams, and they can be great sources of entertainment if you're into baseball. Minor league teams do some amazing stuff. To really focus on families. They're really generally very affordable games to go to. I know even here in Silicon Valley, we have the Giants have a team.
So they're a high A class, whatever that means also.
Yeah, there's so that's what I was talking about. Sometimes there's.
So they were an A class from 46 to 2020, and then
high
in 2021 they switched to high A.
It's still below double. It's still not a double A, so it's still it's like where I talk about. There's like this like A. It gets really kind of confusing at times. So some of the teams have a lower A and a higher A, and then they go to double A, triple A.
We're really splitting hairs there, huh?
Different what they want to do.
So they're like a full appearance. They're not a cameo.
Not even that. It's more like they no longer they actually have their own full running series, even if nobody's reading it, versus only showing up in limited series here and there. So it might be like Squirrel Girl. But it's yeah, I mean they're a lot of fun. I mean I know the locals minor league team here. When you go to first of all, you can half the time pick up tickets for almost for free, but when you go to the games, they have all kinds of extra stuff. The kids they did a lot of great stuff with the kids. Like when we had the scouts, they had these great nights where the scouts could come out and run the bases before the game, and or do a parade on the field before the game, then after the game run around the bases, and then camp out on the outfield and watch a movie put up on the scoreboard overnight, which was kind of cool stuff. You couldn't do that in a
Looking
major
at
league.
some of this that I've never really looked at before. It looks like Atlanta Braves players do rehab seasons on the Green Jackets team.
Yeah, sometimes when players get hurt and they've been out extended periods of time, they usually go down to the minors to play a little bit to get the kinks out. So here you go. Tyler's saying it's rookie ball, low A, high A, triple A, double A, triple A. So he's saying there's 5 of them, and then MLB, and that may very well be. I don't know if every team has all those different levels, but some teams do.
So as of April 5th, 2024, the Augusta Green Jackets opening day roster has 7 of the top 30 prospects. Whatever that means also. Again, anything that I say right now comes with the caveat of whatever that means.
Right. I'm just reading what's written, right?
Yeah, that's on SB Nation, whatever website that is, whatever that means.
Yeah, and prospect just means that, they're
prospect is it's an old man with a tin that goes around looking for gold.
Yeah, they're prospectors. Exactly. Very different thing. They're actually just that they were highly thought of coming out of college.
Sledge,
or whatever.
You should go tonight, Sledge. I'm throwing out
here you go. Put it in a comics term. Okay. They're some of the top speculative comics,
They're specking on these guys.
Yeah, so exactly what they are. They're specking on them. One of them was probably Secret Wars 5. But now that spec's kind of not really paid out, and they go, so he'll stay down in the minors.
That spec's just warming up.
Maybe.
I mean, the movie just came out, and the Secret Wars movie's down the road, right?
That could be, maybe. Yeah, maybe we still are specking on it. Long-term spec.
Durs is.
I mean, it didn't spike and jump up there right away, but it could be a long one.
Yeah, I think the trailer.
Anyone join rugby at the Olympics? I've watched some of the highlights. I haven't really sat down and watched any of the games. Actually, last night, to be honest, was the first time. Last night was the first time I sat down to watch any of the Olympics. I watched a round of badminton and enjoyed it greatly, but that's because I used to play badminton competitively. So
I just looked at boxing. Tyler, what's happening?
I'm here for the baseball talk.
That's what I assume so. If I get you a Green Jackets hat, which when I tell you they're nice, they're nice. They got a really cool. Like we recently got a brand new park, right? Like the one that we had was built like when I was a youngster, and then about 3-5 years, within 3 to 5 years, we got a brand new park, like sponsored by a bank and everything, so it's named after the bank, SRP, and all that. So this will be my first time going to the new park. And when they did that, they updated the logo and the branding, and the Green Jackets logo is tight. It's kind of reminiscent of the Georgia Tech.
I saw it. It is really cool.
Yeah, just the fucking beat.
Yeah, like a hornet.
Yeah.
Maybe she dresses the Green Hornet.
So we kind of did that exact same thing. I grew up with actually this team, the Wizards. And then in 2010, we rebranded to the Tin Caps and got a new stadium.
Did the Tin Caps, are they able to use their phone landscape?
Are they conspiracy theorists?
Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's magic. My respect for you just went up 1 millimeter.
Yeah, so it's like the same.
1 millimeter. That's where you stand.
And we're low A and high, and we just got moved to high A, so we're like in the exact same boat. And basically, the low A and high A are players that just got drafted out of college, and 17 and 18-year-olds from Cuba.
Okay. So it's have you looked at any of the? You said you looked at it.
Yeah, I did.
Green Jacket stuff. What did you find? What did you find out?
Just that they were in the A group. They're like the exact same as where I live in Fort Wayne. I'm sure they're really bad, and they probably have one player who's their leadoff man who's really good, and will be in the MLB one day.
Yeah, so this is what's going on tonight. They're doing their well. First off, I want to point this out. They have obviously all these game nights. They try to do different themes and stuff to make it fun for people to come out at any sporting events. I learned this doing security at Talladega. Like the most exciting thing isn't necessarily the race. It's like an entire convention, like with vendors and setup. But they always do fun stuff at the games.
The minor league games are really good about engaging that stuff for the families and making it a fun night out.
And this is tonight. They're doing the Defenders of the Diamond. They're doing a superhero themed night. All the players will be wearing special jerseys that are superhero themed. And after the game, they're going to be auctioning them off for this physical rehabilitation place in town called Walton Option. So that's how I got roped into all of this. And it's truly like, I feel honored that they reached out, but their marketing person messaged me on all my social media telling me about the superhero night thing, and that because of my channel, they thought.
Oh, he did play for him right there
for me to come out. Yeah, there's been some Braves players come out. I don't know how many. I wouldn't even begin to know, but I mean, we're so close to Atlanta, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd bet a lot of them. Because the Tin Caps just had Yu Darvish pitch for him because he's in the Padres system. He's like a big time MLB player, and when he came here, he bought dinner for everybody at like one of the most popular places in the city, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've heard players do things like that.
Yeah,
when they have to go through the
cashless
system.
policy approved bag. So in other words, you can't don't bring cash here. We won't take it. You got to pay cashless. Got it.
Yeah,
the Green Jackets.
Princess
everybody.
There you go, Mark. You can dress up as a.
Yeah, well, I wanted to draw attention to the top of that list, Rob. So they're having kayak and outdoor night.
Oh, so yeah. Well, that made sense. Last night you could bring your kayak.
Just get drug in on your kayak.
Yeah, I don't know what that would mean.
Well, the stadium is on the Savannah River, but this is Georgia, so you go win a kayak, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an odd one.
Well, maybe if the stadium was on the river, maybe people who kayaked up the river to the stadium got in free, and they had a free kayak check outside. I don't know.
I'd rather kayak down the river. I don't want to kayak up nothing.
Well, if you go up, you got to come down. So I'd
Yeah,
rather go down afterwards.
You read it.
Oh, wow. Didn't know I had this.
When Ripken Jr. owned the team, he did a ton of work to improve the system. He revamped nearly everything.
I just found this book in my collection. You guys know this book?
Comic books.
Mike
Oh my God.
Detective Comics.
Yeah, but do you know what's the significant input?
First puppet guy?
Yes, first Scarface and Ventriloquist.
Yeah.
It just so happens to be in my collection here that I literally just found.
I'm very proud.
Yeah, it's a good book. If it's a 9.8, it's got some value.
Well, yeah, it just needs a press. It looks like it just needs a press.
I've never met a comic that didn't need one.
We had some guy reach out to us on Facebook yesterday on Comic Screen Cancer, was wanting to donate some stuff, and he said he had a whole ton of Pokemon cards, and I told him, yeah, no,
we don't do that. We don't do that here.
I said,
This is comic.
He tried to come back and say, well, he's other collectibles and stuff too, but he's like, well, there wouldn't be like, just junk. There'd be some good cards. I think, yeah, it doesn't do well. We'd have to bulk them out and stuff. It's not, no. Thank you.
How do you just look up like player to find out like a list of players that came from them? You know what I mean? Is there like a website that shows you kind of thing, or is that something that's common?
I'm assuming you can just search it, but maybe not.
It's tough. I get a lot of masters.
Don't they have anything?
They keep talking about
because you write Green Jacket.
The Green Jacket.
That's why they're called the Green Jackets.
Yeah.
Their logo is a yellow jacket
clever.
that's just green.
Yeah.
There's levels to this, Rob. It's meta. They went dead.
Yeah, it's pretty clever. I like that.
It's meta.
I know at our stadium, which I'm sure you'll have it too, we have like a thing by the shop with all the players that have made it to MLB.
Okay, I'll look for that.
So it's pretty cool. If you take a picture of it, there'll probably be a lot of famous ones. Maybe you won't know them, but a lot of other people.
Can we
the
pause?
right people will recognize them.
Yeah.
Jeremy, are you coming tonight? To the game, I should specify.
Yeah. You know what? I just realized we should almost pause and recognize this. How long has it been since Tyler here has been on this?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Last time I saw him, he was complaining about the rats.
Tyler is literally a foster. What is it? A charter member of this stream.
That's
I thought you were gonna say fossil.
Tyler
fossil.
is the reason why this stream exists. It's Friday.
Yeah,
morning
me and
stream.
Mark were chatting and we were like, we should go live. Isn't that how it happened?
Because I get up early. Shut up, Rob. Because I get up early. I was up. I try to get up before the kids would get up. And a couple of years ago now, I got up and I sat down to record my the top picks video I do, where I pull 10 books that I'm getting this coming week's new comic book day. And I do all my video recording in StreamYard, just like I go live or I record it. And I'd accidentally had it set to go live. So I literally did that video live. And as soon as I hit go live, I realized it, but I had to ignore the private chat and proceed just like I was recording it. So it would work in the replay. And Tyler was there because he just got off work stuff and he watched it and he was messaging me. He's like, well, at this point, there's a bunch of people there. We might as well just go live. So I just immediately built a stream and we went live and we've done it every week since.
Yeah, that's right.
And then
I forgot about that.
Good morning, Marcus. I was telling Rob before we started, Marcus was battling with CJ in the comment section and had to go hop on CJ's stream so that his tone would come across correctly. They were mistaking Marcus for somebody who cared, and Marcus cannot have that. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Hey, madam.
How are you guys?
Good. It's a lot less dramatic over here, so we're doing good.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're talking about the Augusta Green Jackets, which is the Augusta's minor league baseball team, where I'm throwing out the first pitch tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, they're doing a superhero themed evening, and they reached out to me because of the YouTube channel and asked if I would want to come throw the first pitch. So they gave me a bunch of free tickets. So all three of my kids and mom and dad are going, and they're just going to have fun at a ball game tonight.
Wow, Mark, that's awesome.
That is super dope.
Have you been practicing your throw?
Nope, not a single throw.
What?
Are you gonna go over, right? You gotta definitely go over, right?
Don't bounce it.
How are you gonna throw it?
Just like I explained it to everyone else. I don't know. I had no clue that the world was so athletically ignorant. Because as soon as I started mentioning this, everyone's like, "Are you going to practice throwing the fucking ball? I'm not playing for the team. I don't have to throw a strike. Nothing is riding on this. I have to take a ball and give it to that guy."
Yeah, but your kids are going to be watching.
Your reputation's riding on it.
If you bounce it, that like goes on your grade.
Yeah, that goes on your record.
Yeah.
I might just roll it from start. Just like
you know,
you don't want to do that.
Lift this ball and you do it in front of your kids. Your kids are going to be like, "What? Dad missed it."
No, not that.
Like,
When it makes the local news and Finn has to be known as the kid whose dad,
botched the pitch.
Are this many people honestly incapable of throwing a ball these days? And I mean, that's a serious.
You should look up
first pitch.
First pitch fails. There are some horrible first pitches.
It is definitely a problem that people have.
Despite like the whole sports illiteracy thing, I ran track. I played soccer for 12 years. I skateboarded and been in competitions. I've disc golfed, even in competitions. Like I've done athletic stuff my entire life because I'm an active person. So it blows my mind that someone can't simply toss someone a fucking ball. That blows my mind.
I mean, it's not that close.
It doesn't have to be that close. In all reality, you stick a standard athletic person in the outfield and tell them to throw the ball to the home plate. They can get the ball to the home plate. I'm not saying they're going to tag a runner out, but people can throw a ball.
Yeah. You would think. I'm with you, Mark.
Mark, how fast are you going to throw this ball?
Oh, perfect answer to that. Who gives a shit? Again, I'm not playing.
Well, I think it matters. Is it going to be like a real slow lob?
The
or are you
only
gonna,
reason
like,
it would matter for me is if Rob comes to the game himself. I've checked. You have time to make it if you go catch a flight within the next 3 hours. If he comes to the game himself and stands there with the detector, that's the only way that I'm going to take this serious.
It doesn't matter how fast; it just can't bounce. If it bounces,
Well,
that's
now
all
y'all
your
told me the
grades.
secret.
are.
Your career's over.
Now I think it might be a good idea to intentionally bounce it, wouldn't
Oh,
it?
it's not. It's
It's
not.
not a good feeling. Again,
It's
you
the
don't want to do
worst.
that to Finn and Monkey. Remember your kids. Remember your kids.
When the greatest president of all time, George W. Bush, threw out the first pitch after 9/11, Derek Jeter told him, everyone's cheering for you, but if you bounce it, everyone's going to be booing.
They still boo for him anyway, but
And
that's
that
a
was
different
after
story.
9/11. The country was on.
The country was on. Yeah, I think
America's
it's
president.
significantly closer than the majors as well.
It is, in no matter what happens, though. You know what? It's only a single A ball, though. So
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
also
look,
also
they
turned into a
contacted Mark this week, so either whoever they originally had
Different
backed
choice.
out and they're scrambling at this point, or they just don't plan ahead very well and they don't care. Either way, they get what
Well,
they
I
get.
shared it with y'all this week. Is when I shared it with y'all after I got more confirmation and conversation with them.
Okay, good.
Not everyone plans like you, Rob, where it's months out.
Months in advance.
I'm booked.
They probably
Have you know
realize
I'm
the
only booked out
importance
through
of having
October.
like if just thinking about all the baseball games, however many's in this season, and they have a first pitch for every single one of them. It's probably for them who put it together. It's not a big deal for them who put it together.
You also keep in mind, I would expect you're not going to be the only first pitch. Usually there's a couple people that throw them out.
Yeah, judging from the wording that they sent in the email, because I got like the email with the instructions and stuff yesterday. It says first pitchers need to report to the blah, blah, blah
Yeah.
at the blah, blah, blah. Hey, Lisa. Good morning.
She's sitting on the couch right there.
The Beanie Bear YouTuber backed out.
Hilarious.
Good morning, Raider Nation. But yeah, I still think it'll be fun. My big thing is I wasn't even going to respond, and I've mentioned it to my mom because actually was talking to my mom at my uncle's funeral this past weekend. Was talking to my mom about that, and she just went into the whole proud mom mode. And she's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to say? I'm like, I don't know. I might message him back, might not think about it again. Then later that evening, she messaged me, did they message you back? Did they respond? I'm like, I haven't responded yet. And then the next morning, hey, did you hear from him? I'm like, okay. It looks like this is one of those things I need to do for my
For your
mom.
mom. Yeah. Mark's playing hard to get.
And
He's
then-
holding out for a
about it,
free
I'm
hot
like,
dog and a medium soda.
I've got 3 kids that I have an opportunity to take to the Green Jackets game, which would be fun anyways. That the wife and I, when we're talking about stuff to do, that's on like the conversation list. I'm like, but I have an opportunity to possibly be able to get them to walk out on the field and stuff. And that's the kind of stuff kids remember. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go do this.
Yeah, it is cool.
They're
It is
going to
so
remember
cool.
this for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So my oldest is about to be 17 this month. And I tried to call her and she didn't answer. And I posted some stuff online. The next thing you know, she's calling me. Oh my God, that's so cool. Am I coming? Yes, you are. Because I've already put in for your ticket.
I don't know, but I'd like for you to attend the game.
So she's even can't make those comments. She's even
Yeah, no.
strike this man. But she's excited to go. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, that was a good idea to sign up for it and all that stuff. And I'm talking to Pops like, so are you gonna go? Goes, I asked Pops if he's gonna go. He's like, yeah, I guess I'll go with you if you don't want to go by yourself.
You could meet some like comic book fans there too. It could be good for YouTube or even C3.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because the C3 team has been completely involved in as much as they could be involved or need to be involved in me setting this up. I immediately talked to DJ and Rob because we're in a chat together. So I sent them the email and showed it to them before I got all the final stuff. And then yesterday, via that chat, we pinned together because they asked, send us a reading of however you want to be introduced out onto the field. And I told them from day one, this is a comics curing cancer opportunity here. So who knows what could happen? But I'm getting when they introduce it's a comics curing cancer commercial.
Yeah, that's great. That's a
They'll
great
go over the
idea.
loudspeaker. Yeah, I thought it was.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And of course, there you go. Look at that. It's almost like we were prepping for this.
Yep.
We got the
Wow.
actual comics curing cancer baseball jersey. Be wearing that.
You definitely need to have Kyle record your first pitch. I have to see it.
Well, I plan on recording all of it. Like I
figured,
told
but I
Emma,
just
my
wanted to make
oldest,
sure.
and like Kyle, I'm going to get Emma to record. I think a teenager might be better.
We expect multi-cam.
And then monkey.
You got to get from opposite sides so you get multi-cam perspective, so the DJ can edit some amazing thing. But no matter what you do, it ends up being like a perfect strike right down the middle.
I'll get Kyle and Emma to record, and I'll just send it to DJ.
And along with clips from Major League, and next thing you know, you threw a 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
Fastball special.
But in the grand scheme of things, like I honestly,
and Jobu hits it right out of the park.
Zero care or shame how well or good the throw goes. It's a fantastic opportunity experience, which is all I give a shit about.
It doesn't even need to be good. Just don't bounce it.
Are you right-handed or left-handed, Mark?
I'm trying to raise awareness for comics curing cancer, and Becker gave me the secret sauce on how to go viral.
Well, bouncing it would have to be really bad to go viral. Bouncing
I'm
it's
doing
just
it
kind of
intentionally.
Skip
embarrassing.
it like a rock on water.
Exactly.
Yes.
He goes to throw it, and somehow he doesn't come out of his hand. It goes backwards to the second baseman.
Ooh, make a cutter.
That would be great.
My guess is it's going to ultimately be massively uneventful and just basic.
Can you throw it out, Mark, under your leg or something?
People throw a ball, and then they start a baseball game.
Yeah,
that's
it is minor. It is the minor league, so you know.
It's cool though. They give you the ball, and like Finn can have that. I think that's awesome.
Yep. No, it's kind of cool.
Of all the people that get to do it, it's Mark who does not care in any capacity.
I told him. I told him the great thing was like, he pulled out when he talked about it. He pulled out he says maybe I'll have to pull out this jersey. I said, so Rob's jersey fetish finally pays off.
That's funny.
It really was like meant to be for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, all right. I mean, you got your special baseball cleat flops, right?
Yeah. Got the flip flops ready.
Nice.
Baseball flops.
That would be hilarious.
They have cleats though.
They're special flops that go right next to his OSHA approved safety flops.
Hold on, that's
There you
this
go.
one. This is the safety flop.
Yeah.
This is the baseball flop. That's why there's two of them. It covers more ground. You wear one on one foot and the other on the other.
There might be time for some new flops there, huh?
No, these are actually fairly new. These will last no less than 5 to 7 years easily. And I'm not saying like dragging them out. That's
7 years.
Do y'all not know what rainbows are? These aren't worn down at all. So they come flat as a board and they form to your whoever buys them's foot. So those aren't. I didn't like dirty and crust. That's like where it forms in.
Right. Yeah. No, I know.
They just look like they're really old. Yeah.
No, look at the bottom, still treaded up. I literally wear these every day, everywhere. The only place I don't wear these is to work.
I got different sets. I got a set that's at the front door, one set at the back door, and the set that I wear. One set that's in the house, and then when I change flops to go outside. Yeah.
Nice.
But how about you, Tyler? You're a big flops guy. Yep, I knew it.
No, I'm a thong man.
Way too much information there.
Well, that's what we call it in Australia. We call them thongs.
Sure you do.
You know,
Because you're from Australia.
I will admit that growing up as a kid, that's what we called them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Monkey's little rainbow.
Just as uncomfortable.
That's how I assumed that the underwear got the same name. Was it the little strip that went right up the crack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck tonight, Mark, says Sledge.
Yeah, appreciate it, bud. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's literally the only goal.
You can
I-
probably
I-
watch it. I want to say you can stream those games free, but I'm
Becker,
gonna look. I'm gonna look tonight.
Becker already found where you can watch it at.
At the game.
Well,
You can watch it in the comfort of the baseball field.
I'm gonna have to watch that then. Do you know what time's the game? 7?
Mm-hmm.
They're always at 7.
If the game's a-
You know what about the Bally Live app? BALLY.
Yeah. Valley Sports.
He says it's on that app.
Awesome.
If you do pull it up on there, try to screen record it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. If I find it, I'll definitely record it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I can try to get as much footage as we can because ultimately this all gets turned into content and promotional stuff for content that's going to be thrown on my channel, but definitely promotional stuff to put on the C3 page. I mean, anytime we can put C3 stuff on there, that's gets more viewers traction somehow.
Yeah.
yeah, Facebook gets us more people trying to scam us and telling us that we violated something.
Yeah, that I caught one of those one time about a year ago. I'm like, is this a new scam over here? I don't come to this place enough.
You know what it is? I'll tell you right now. Every single time we promote one of the ads or one of the posts on the Facebook page, every single time for the first 5 days, I will keep messages from some random account trying to claim that, oh yeah, this is a thing, you need to contact us via this link, blah blah blah. And every single I just report them all as scams. But
Look at you reporting people.
That's right.
Respect their content, Rob. Respect their content. Taylor,
you go to their profiles first and look. There is no content. It's just the same picture.
The same picture.
Yeah, or no picture at all.
I sent it to you, T-Dubs. Taylor has 2 IGs. I never know which one to use, but I sent it to the okay, he's here. Morning, Sugar Bear.
Good morning, Sugar Tits. Mark, I love your confidence, and I hope you fail miserably. Just
it's not confidence that I'll throw any kind of like impressive ball. It's just confidence that I'll
just knows how to handle balls.
I care. Yeah,
I think
as well as I care.
Mark, you're underestimating throwing 60 feet. Like I'm sure you can do it, but a lot of people can't.
I'm not.
He doesn't care.
I'm not thinking that I'm going to be skilled at this. I'm just can't reiterate enough that I don't give a shit how good or bad I throw a ball.
We're just trying to sow the seeds of doubt, really.
If you throw this ball and it goes wild into the fucking dugout by third base and everyone goes shocked, that's just, who gives a shit?
I want to.
Your kids are gonna care.
I want to see you running bases.
I'd be better at that than throwing a ball. You can't run in flops. How do you get away from the police?
Wait,
White.
You guys turned police into like a 4-syllable word there.
The police.
Ooh, yeah.
And also for context, I did look up one of the first pitch throws on YouTube, and it looks like they don't send them from the mound either.
Yeah,
It's
in
front of the mound. I don't think they want those people beating up the mound.
Oh, they don't. Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Depends on where you are.
Yeah, and it looked like the one that I saw was at the previous stadium before they moved, because they didn't move far. They just moved down the street and on the other side.
And they just keep moving you closer until you eventually get across the plate.
I've seen some where they had like kids throwing out the first pitch, and the kids are like 5 feet from the catcher. But,
oh, do they think you're like 12 because you have a comic book channel?
I hope so.
They'll walk up to
if so, then why are they reaching out to this 12-year-old on Instagram?
Yeah.
Is this to catch a predator?
I know, right?
You gotta get those ball followers early.
Wait a second, hold on. Is this Jared from Subway?
Yeah.
I'll walk out there and I'll look around. I'll ask him where the women's tee is at. And ask him, do I throw it to the end zone? Do you throw it to the guy in the end zone down there?
Please say that. I think Jared from Subway was from like Indiana, like around where I live.
He definitely wasn't.
That doesn't surprise us.
That's super surprising.
I thought you were going to tell us he's your cousin. You know,
No
shot there either.
I mean, he could be, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
He's
it's
one
a
of the more
verified
recent dickheads that's not from Wisconsin. Everyone else is from Everyone else is like every serial killer, everything else.
That's right. Every serial
Or you
killer,
could-
it seems like there's something in the water in
There's
Wisconsin.
something in the cheese.
Yeah.
You could go when you go there. You should use like actually like cricket references and like you're gonna throw it to the wickets or
Yeah, I think
where
it'll be fun. I
bowl.
think
I'm
the
gonna
fact of it
I'm gonna
being
bowl
fun
the first.
outweighs any kind of performance that like I don't. When did people start having performance expectations of these people doing this?
As soon as Viagra came out.
No, with the invent of the internet.
That's fair.
And
No,
video.
definitely not. Way before that. Anytime anyone has ever bounced the ball, you get booed at MLB stadiums for sure.
Yeah, but that's
I think
MLB.
MLB is massively different, right?
Yeah, it's not going to be the same, but
That's
it's
televised. Minor
it
league,
should
I don't
feel
think.
the same.
And who's
Minor
the
league, I don't
last
think anyone
person-
cares until it goes online and goes viral.
What's the
Well, the town will
MLB
care. That's all. Just the
what
town.
MLB team do you follow?
And your children
Tyler?
will never forget it.
He said the
Your
Tin
children will
Hats.
never forget if you bounced it, of course. They'll be like, Dad, ruined
Also-
my life.
What MLB team do you follow, Tyler?
The Cubs.
Gross.
Who was the last person to throw out a first pitch for them?
The last person, like yesterday? I don't know who threw out the first.
So that was yesterday, and you already forgot. Who was the last person to bounce the first pitch for them?
I don't know.
So you just proved my point.
I don't think it.
But no one bounced it.
It's
apparently.
really all about in the moment. It's not like it's memorable forever, but
That's my point.
yeah.
I bounced it, Nick.
then
But
and
it's
there,
memorable if it bounces, right?
But if you
he
bounce
doesn't
it,
remember.
really
it's
not
like
even that
it's
memorable.
like something
like
your
3
friends
minutes.
will bring up forever. It's something that I would.
No,
never-
it's something that will scar your children. Your kids will leave a life of crime if you do it. And all that will happen. It's about the children. You really about the kids.
The only way to scar
The
my
trajectory of your
children
life
to
is gonna
tell
change.
them- is to tell them that Godzilla doesn't exist.
That's the
only way to
crappiest
scar them
supervillain
there.
origin story ever.
That's
Godzilla doesn't
that's-
exist. It's really your parents.
that's the nexus point of their lives. The nexus point of their lives is when you bounce the pitch. Because in a different world, they would have been successful, made millions of dollars, but because you bounced that pitch.
You're this universe's anchor being, Mark. Don't fuck it up.
Beckerman, anything that Ron Swanson does, he did it perfectly. I don't know what you're talking about.
So there you have it.
Definitely look up some videos and stuff.
Just to get ready to have a montage for the next.
You need.
Are you gonna have theme music to go when you walking down?
That's a good idea, T-Dubs. If it doesn't bounce, if it's
Yeah.
just a basic, boring, forgettable throw like 99% of them are, get a couple of like clips of them bounce, like getting ready to throw, and then it cuts into montage mode, then comes out of it to throwing and not bouncing it.
Yeah,
Then
I'm just
like
trying to get
the,
some content.
Are you
for Mark.
right-handed, Mark?
then montage the scene from Aquaman where the people in the stands just look around and then just scream.
Yeah.
And then a little clip from Bugs Bunny where the ball's going in a string of batters. 1, 2, 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out.
I am right-handed.
Then
That's a
just
good one.
really confuse the audience. Mix it in with something from Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I believe.
Throw it in with your left hand, Mark, and really make it
Oh, that's a
interesting.
good one.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm raising
You're so
awareness
confident you're gonna
to,
get it in
to
there.
handicap.
There's a
people
reason they
who
haven't
know
made
something
baseball
right,
movies in like
left-handed.
30 years. It's because it's a boring ass sport.
Which one?
Baseball movies. Like,
You're killing me, Smalls.
like when's the last one they made? Field of Dreams, and that was just about 100.
No, it was. No, wasn't it Moneyball?
Yeah, probably Moneyball.
And that's about finance, which they found more.
But it
interesting than
still
the
is.
baseball game.
It's
That's
still both.
like
It's
over
about
10
baseball.
It's about how the finance guy funded a team. It's more interesting than the sport itself.
But
Yeah, that movie's amazing.
You know, what was more amazing was watching the team.
So I just want to show y'all this.
that was your team, wasn't it?
Yes.
Their first pitch. So here's one at the stadium right before they moved, but same distance. Like for real, like y'all are worried about being able to do this.
Yeah.
Well, she just didn't do it right there, so that's not a good
She got it
example.
right to home plate.
It bounced, man.
That was on
Nah.
the catcher.
That's not good enough
Now
at
look,
all.
they walk out here. You want a ball? And
Hang on,
she's
I'm
like,
watching the bounce.
Who's that?
who cares?
That's an F.
I know
Well, that's Jenna Lee Thomas. Didn't you know?
Yeah, it says it right there. But who?
exactly.
But the thing is, like,
Who is that? You see, we
that-
don't know
that-
who she
that
is anymore.
That is what people consider.
She could have been
perfectly
Sydney
fine
Sweeney.
pitch.
You know, I don't know who that is, but I'll forever remember that Jenna Lee Thomas didn't make it to home plate.
There you
You know
go.
why? Because she didn't hawk Tua on it.
No, she
Oh,
didn't.
God.
That's the key, isn't it?
All right, for reference, I just turned the volume up. Jenna Lee Thompson is the weather girl for the news station that's reporting this, and she
Ah.
threw it,
Surprise.
and they all cheered that she made it.
I bet the next day on when she got to
They
set,
fired her.
somebody brought up she didn't. She bounced it.
And I bet she's like, "What does that mean?"
Probably.
She doesn't understand bouncing.
They got her a bounce house.
She's a good bouncer.
Oh, speaking of which,
Nobody
we're
watches
having,
baseball.
we're
I'm
having
sure
like,
she does know a little bit about bouncing. I'm just saying.
Ooh,
I think more people are going to be excited about breakdancing about being a
Fire this
sport than they
morning.
are about baseball.
About what, T-Dubs?
Breakdancing is now a sport, so that's more exciting than baseball.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You have to bring your own
That sport
cardboard, or
died
do
a
the
long time
Olympics
ago.
provide it?
Yeah. Has that actually started? Not that I care. Never mind. Why am I asking?
Breakdancing? No, it started in the early 80s.
No, I meant in the Olympics this
Should
year.
have
In the
died.
Olympics. Jeez.
Jesus.
I hadn't heard.
Oh.
we
I
got.
don't
Speaking of,
normally watch the Olympics, but now that we're in the internet age, it's nice to see like the little clips of the highlights when like really cool stuff happens. You know.
Well, what's really cool is that if you have Peacock, you could actually watch this any type of competition.
But I
You don't
want
have
to.
I like watching them. There's certain I like diving for some reason.
I can assume why.
Uh-huh.
Because of the underrated movie Back to School.
Rodney
No
Dangerfield.
respect.
Talented actor.
No respect. Did you know that movie made almost $80 million?
Yeah.
That was back when we didn't have a lot of movie choices, though.
It was a surefire hit.
Did you know I was there was a report, or there's someone that brought up the fact that the MCU as a brand with its 20 odd films
30.
has brought in over like $3 billion or something. It crossed some significant line. Don't quote me on 3 billion, but it made me think, I wonder how post Endgame is doing, because it really doesn't matter how much money you bring in any aspect of business if you're not covering your costs and you're not profitable. You know, you can make $3 billion, but if it costs you $5 billion to get it, you lost $2 billion.
I mean,
I think it was 30 billion.
It's
Anyway,
30. It was 30 billion spanning 32 movies,
Well,
Yeah,
so
something
what,
like that.
what I was kind of curious about, I wonder, thinking about
which is still good.
so it made me think, I wonder how much, like, you can never say it's good unless you know the cost, which I'm sure
Yeah,
they're
you want to
doing
know how much
perfect-
they spent.
they're perfect, they're doing perfectly fine as a whole, but it made me wonder post Endgame, I wonder how they're doing profit versus cost.
yeah.
So I was bored and I did a little looking.
Instead
So-
of looking for how to throw a pitch. Okay.
I took Spider-Man No Way Home out of the equation as it's a collab piece with Sony, and I just wanted to look at the projects that Disney put out, and I wonder if they turned a profit or not. So I took Eternal, Shang-Chi, Ant-Man 3, Wakanda Forgettable, Multiverse of Madness, Love and Thunder, and the Marvels. I looked at their all-time box office, and then I looked at their budget, and I did the absolute basic, double the budget formula there to see if they did a profit or a loss. And after those 7 films, where do y'all think they're at? How much money have they made or lost after those 7?
think
For
they're
sure
breaking even.
lost. No,
I would
for
say they're
sure
breaking
lost.
even.
Most of those are lost. Wakanda Forever. Oh no, that might have been.
No, Wakanda Forever is a break even. Marvels is a loss.
4 was a loss, but not by much.
I don't think Thor was a loss. I think it was a break even.
I think they made $4.
All right, Taylor said 4.
Marvels was for sure a loss.
Marvels was their biggest.
Yeah.
loss.
See, Love and Thunder made 760.
Quit looking.
it's not
shit
a
up and
loss.
just answer the
I-
question.
I'm
No,
gonna-
actually, Izzy,
I
that's
bet
not
they've
how that
lost
works, buddy.
between
Oh,
5.
sorry. I didn't know we had
500
to
and
get. I didn't know we.
600 million.
That's what we're saying, like cost versus make. You have, that's what I was doing. I wasn't just looking at how much money they brought in, but
Okay,
you'd be
so
surprised when you look at some of this stuff.
so we have you have Love and Thunder, which made it banked.
How much money
Eternals.
after 7 films do you think that they made or lost? If you just had a guess,
I think they've lost $500,000.
Taylor thinks they made $4. Tyler thinks they lost
$500 million, 500 million.
Oh,
That's
no.
what-
Good morning, Marcus. Rob, do you want to even play?
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just now paying attention too.
Hey, what's up, Marcus?
I did a little random, just fun looking into stuff, kind of wondering how much money the Marvel brand has made or lost post Endgame, looking at how much money the movies made individually, what their budget was, and doing the basic movie budget extrapolation.
That is such a Mark question, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but what made me think is, like, they just crossed like the all-time 30 billion or 3 billion mark, and it made me wonder how much of it was profit. So I was looking at post Endgame without Spider-Man, since that's a collaborative project with Sony, and just seeing where the brand was at, seeing what was going on. But just to go and tell you, they're at a profit, just a raw profit of 294 million.
Wow.
I was closest.
Now wait, yeah,
I
Taylor
was
won.
close.
Now wait. Now here's where it gets actually scary for the company. That is not accounting for theaters' cuts of the box office tickets, which theaters have a sweetheart deal with Disney where they get close to 50% of ticket sales for the first couple of weeks. Which,
Really?
if you look at Disney sales or with their movies, they get a 64% drop from week 1 to week 2, and typically a 30-something% drop from week 2 to week 3. So that 294 million immediately gets wiped out, and they're in the negative. Now, this is just not like hardcore specific data. It's generic as much as you can kind of get from where we sit. But that's why they're in like panic mode, and that's why they allow shit like Deadpool to fly when you wouldn't think. I can't believe they let him do this. Well, they just spent 4 years making 7 movies, and they did it for nothing. Didn't say they lost money. They might have made a little bit, but after 7 films, you should be sitting on a mountain.
Theaters got that much of a cut these days. I thought most theaters got almost nothing from the ticket sales, and they
they have
most theaters make their money off of concessions, which
that's what a lot of people will say. That is true. People will say that, Izzy.
Oh, it's not true.
Not all the time. It's different companies have different deals with different theater companies. It's like something that gets negotiated between theaters and
like
companies.
AMC, Cinemark, Regal.
Yeah, they have their own.
The bigger you are, the better the deal.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, but I also don't think that word, as long as they're making $9.99 a month off of every sucker on streaming too. So,
and that's another thing that I didn't even want to get into the realm of the TV shows and all that, because that's just been a net negative for all streaming services almost. Disney's Thunder pumped countless millions of dollars.
I think the only streamer that's making money right now is Netflix because of their longevity.
Yeah, that is it. And they've stuffed millions and millions easily since D Plus started. It's billions, because it's crazy how much they put into it, and every single show has been a negative. Like, not a single show is what they consider turned a profit. It didn't bring long-time new subscribers, and their subscriber trends has been on a long-term decline. That's why they're doing all these crazy mashup deals with other streaming services. But that's
it's also the fact that streamers mostly don't have live content. Live content is what will keep you in. It's the cable model, which they're actually reverting back to a cable model. That's why you're seeing like WWE.
We're slowly working back to it, aren't we?
Yeah, it's becoming cable once again.
They introduced that new bundle where you can get HBO Max, Disney Plus, and Hulu together for one low price, but it's kind of they're kind of sugar dicking people because you can't multi-screen stream with it, and it also doesn't have an option to add the Hulu Live, to Izzy's point, because a lot of people use Hulu or YouTube TV for their cable option, because people pretend like cable's dead, but a lot of us still have cable through a streaming avenue versus a plugged-in cable.
I was just looking at that last night because I because I have that, and it's like the only package that gets me the live is the Hulu, Disney, and ESPN. I don't get to add Max. The only way to add Max to it, I have to still pay $16 for no ads for that.
God,
And
Max
then
is
what's
too.
really lame too is like the other while I was there though, I had said, well, you know what, I was paying for Paramount Plus separately. It was the same price through there. Let me add it on the Hulu. That way I can do it from within one platform without having to bounce between apps. But so far the Paramount Plus that comes up on the Hulu is only like a few things. It's not.
Does it have the Showtime built in?
Well, it has the Showtime shows primarily, but like the only Star Trek show that's there is Discovery. None of the rest of the Star Trek stuff comes up. And I'm like, what
Strange
the fuck is
New World
this?
for the win.
Right, or Lower Decks or any of this stuff. None of it's comes up. So I figured I'll give it another couple days and then to see reboot my Roku and stuff. And if I don't see them, I'm gonna freaking.
Well,
Write a strongly worded letter signed Rob's Fat.
Well, I am an AARP member, so I do have the ability to write those letters. Dear Sir, and of course I'll send it via snail mail because that's what we do. And
to who it may concern.
You mean business. You put your 50
with a quill pen.
I want to let you know how disturbed I am, but to find out. Oh, yeah, no, that's a line I can't cross anymore.
Marcus, how's your morning going? Do you get everything straightened out, buddy?
With what?
Are you still banned
from the way that you were being perceived in a live chat versus on a live panel?
Oh, so you were seeing that?
Yeah. I see everything.
No, I had to leave because Sticky Goose came through, and I was going to be a complete dick to him, so I didn't want to.
He came through?
Yeah, he was in the comments after Madam left.
Oh, he was in the comments.
He might still be there. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I had work to do, and I was feeling like being a complete dick to him, so I was like, let me just get off.
If I would have saw him, I would have said, well, this is over. I
really don't like him.
That way, you won't give him anything.
He's dishonest. He doesn't tell the truth. His wife doesn't tell the truth. I really don't like people like that. So
you mean that's not his sister?
No, that's his mother. That's Mother Goose.
I'll put out there. I don't know how much of it is an intentional shtick, because I wouldn't go so far to say that they don't tell the truth because
they haven't told the truth at all times. Lied about. They've been disingenuous.
But my thing is, I think it's more calculated. Like, granted, it's not truthful, but I think it's like calculated for the sake of like.
Isn't lying
return of views on channel? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying they're not lying, but I'm saying it. I don't think it's malicious. I think it's more calculated. If that makes sense.
I think it's malicious.
That's fair. I just give them more credit. I think that what they do on their channel is very thought out in advance. It's very specific. I don't think they're winging any of these ideas.
I disagree. I think for a lawyer to make that bully video is not in any way, shape, or form well thought out.
That was wild. Thank you.
This is not well thought out, my friend.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't on her part. Yeah, not a good look.
No, I don't respect you.
I honestly don't think she's a lawyer.
A cool person. If I don't respect you, I'm really not fun to be around.
And it seems like a lot of the situation gets lost in translation with the whole Durs thing, like, and everyone being so quick to snap. But this is like a long running thing between Durs and Sticky Goose.
Yeah. Well, it started with Durs overreacting.
No, you have to back up. Definitely overreacting. But it started with Sticky Goose at random doing a pick me on Durs to clown him, and then Durs responded.
Oh, I didn't know this part.
That's what I'm saying. This all started with Sticky Goose at random. You know, like he did that video with the 40 whatever people. Some of those people might not have even known Sticky Goose's channel until they appeared in his video, making that whole video for them. That's random. I just got picked to be in a video. Well before Heroes Con, Durs was a pick me for him. Durs responded. Then he made a whole video clowning Durs. Durs responded. And then he did this. He just keeps coming for Durs over and over.
Yeah, he was in the chat asking Durs to drop the strike still.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
No, fuck no. Why does that video need to be up? I don't think it needs to be up.
It got an intended reaction from him. He got a whole lot more popular because of it, or a lot of views,
And infamous. He didn't get all popularity from it.
No, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got him attention, I guess is all I'm saying.
It got him attention, yeah, of course, but What kind of attention do you
at
really
what
want?
cost? Exactly.
Exactly.
At
Doesn't
what
matter.
cost?
I mean, honestly, I'm with Mark. I don't think he gives a shit if it's good or bad attention. It's just attention,
Yeah.
and
He
that'll
really
Well,
does.
yeah, but it
in the
depends
long
on how
term, it'll
long.
get him subs, and it'll get him views, and
Yeah, so we'll see how it affects him long term. That's the reality.
because now people are like, "What's he gonna do next?"
Bye.
Whereas before, nobody gave a rat's ass. And
I
so
sure
Well,
hope that I don't hear about it, whatever it is.
Well, what's he gonna do next? Is he's gonna try to do another similar thing, but this time be a little more cautious about it because he knows what's gonna happen.
No.
And sooner or
Hopefully,
later, you
hopefully he
poke the
comes
bear.
after me or Mark or me and Mark. That would be
Yeah, I
fun.
messaged me and Marcus were talking because like I honestly God feel like the stream that Marcus did Tuesday, nothing malicious, nothing dishonest, completely just talking, trying to be understanding of what all's going on from perspectives, and he clipped some of it. And I think even what you clipped is gracious to both sides of the argument because there's a
I
clip of
thought
me
so.
there's a clip of me saying if you get easily offended,
Mhm.
leave this platform. Like
Because
'cause
there
I-
are two sides here, right?
yeah,
But the
and
people,
we address both sides, but then Laura is her name, commented on that video saying this isn't true. Like, yo, we're being very truthful, to be honest
yeah,
with you. Like,
there's
you
a
couldn't
reason she deleted it.
because she didn't expect me to respond with a timestamp of their own video.
Yeah, and I made sure to include that in my clip or my reel.
Yeah, I try not to speak on things without having somewhat of an understanding of them. Like I have a
Me
reason
too.
of why I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not coming out of my pocket.
Durs is the man of the hour.
You say his name 3 times, he shows up. He's like,
Sorry,
fucking
Durs, it was my fault. Mark was
But yeah,
asking me
and like I
about it.
put on your post, like I'm not trying to be dramatic or cause ripples or even argue with them about it. I was just trying to give them hopefully some understanding why YouTube took such a hard stance, because them going directly to removal and strike without any other that's crazy for
People
YouTube.
don't understand that part. People think that like you make a strike and boom, that's it.
That's
No-
not
no
a
one-
thing. Yeah.
That's not how it works,
Yeah,
guys.
that's not how it works. The fact that they went straight to the ultimate ending of the road, like bypassed everything, means that you might want to take a look in the mirror.
And
of
some
what happened.
people, and it's amazing. Like I think Tyler was one of them, trying to make the argument that it wasn't bullying. Are you fucking kidding me? What do you mean?
It's
it wasn't
bullying.
There's no ambiguity, guys. They were trying to act like there's some wiggle room. No, guys, there's not. It was bullying. There's no ambiguity. Stop acting like there is. They were driving me crazy yesterday on White Comics with that.
They were trying to play off
me, I
the
love me
case.
some. You know me, I love me some Tyler, but I turned on the wax stream for a minute and I had to turn off because it was, for me, it was annoying listening to Lee and Tyler make it. Well, not necessarily much Tyler. He said it was crazy, but make it about them somehow. That like comparing what they do to what that stream was when it's not comparable at all. It would be what they did would be the comparison of Izzy knowing his content, his personality, doing a random video of bashing people, not just joking, but actually like pretty hardcore bashing with his personality. It would come off as mean spirited. So it might just be a thing of like, you know, you have to have a little bit of self-awareness to see how you come across, you know what I mean? Because stand-up comedy isn't for everybody, roasting isn't for everybody, because you're not capable of it. And maybe they just learned that they don't come off as people that are capable of it to too many people. I don't know.
Isn't that the core thing about the video? I haven't seen it, but my understanding is the core thing is it wasn't funny.
It wasn't. I saw the video. I saw the video. It wasn't funny. It was downright hurtful.
I don't know about that.
And
I think you're soft as shit, Izzy, and I love you.
No, I'm saying it was hurtful. It was hurtful for the people that it was.
I understand what you're saying. I'm saying you're soft as shit.
I think it was. I agree with you, Izzy. So I'm sorry.
It was. Yeah, I don't care.
I'm cold.
I personally don't care. You can't do anything about me. I don't care. Taylor says the worst things about me, and I'm still okay.
Anybody,
me and Izzy know each other. He knows I love him.
It wouldn't have hurt me.
But again, it's like I told you guys before. It's like if I know you and you know me, then it's fair game. And then on the private side, you will tell me, "Hey, look, what you said was hurtful." The problem is there is none of that going on here. You don't know me. I don't know you. You don't know what I'm going through in my personal life to say the things that you said. So therefore, you have no right saying the things that you were saying and then calling it a roast. That's BS. You don't roast someone you don't know.
Well, I think
period.
in the public space, people have every right to X, Y, or Z all they want, but because of the platform we're on with specific guidelines, you have to understand when you're going into it. If I poke the wrong bear and they decide to respond with action, I have to be willing to deal with the platform consequences of it, because the platform will allow way worse stuff than they did, as long as all the people involved in the content are cool with it. You know what I'm saying? The platform's not, it can be misused, it can be overused, it can be excessive sometimes, but for the most part, the platform wants to make money. So by them removing that video, that costs the platform money as well, because he's a monetized channel. The platform took a stance to remove a video that makes them money as well. I know one video, small fries in the grand scheme of things, but
Money is money.
ultimately money is money. So that
True.
So it's really just, there's what was learned, in my opinion, there's a lot more to consider, because I understand what Izzy's saying. I understand like the concept of wanting to make your own content, and I definitely think that you should be able to say and do what you want, but you just have to be mindful of your environment. That's like, you can't go into a lot of places and do a roast, public square, online square. There's appropriate and not appropriate places for a lot of things, and it's context matters.
Freedom of speech, not freedom of accountability, my friends.
Yeah.
But it's freedom of speech in their platform, so keep that in mind too.
There is no freedom of speech on YouTube. Yeah, there is no freedom of speech on YouTube. It's a platform owned by a private business. It's what they say. It's not. First Amendment does not in any way, shape, or form apply to this.
They have control of their platform. You're borrowing their space.
We all agree to terms of services by being content creators, so we have to work inside of the realm of those, or navigate them thoughtfully if something we do might be leaning against those TOS and stuff. Like I said, in that situation, like Kill Tony exists. TOS is out the window for that show because all parties involved are cool with it.
Yeah, they're in it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all parties involved are cool with it.
Speaking of Durs talking about his watch hours, the Tuesday night's FOC and Chill was by far the most watched FOC and Chill. It's not even close. So shout out to Sticky for that one.
Yeah, I
Silent.
just whether I
didn't watch it.
I enjoy the content.
Sorry,
I checked out the Sticky Goose video he posted yesterday, talking about his comic collecting time and the perspective he has on it now versus when he started, and it was a good video. Like, I dropped in a comment.
I'm not watching
that I
this
enjoyed.
shit.
Well, dude, I don't doesn't bother me one way or another. But I made sure
I just don't
hope. I know
I don't
he
like
made that
face.
comment where if he does comic book content, people don't watch it and da 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 da. And what he's doing on YouTube is attempting to get views. So I'm like, I'm going to try to be the view number toward this kind of content.
Yeah, fuck him. I don't give a fuck.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He has lost your vote.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think he lost the vote of a lot of people that weren't voting for him to begin with.
I think there's a lot of people. Yeah, I think people like that, and I like the drama too. When he makes another video and y'all start talking about it, I'm gonna be on that shit. Trust me, I'm gonna be all up in it. But I'm not gonna be watching the regular shit. But if he posts about me or Mark, I'm on that shit. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, it won't bother me one bit.
I would love it. It would make my dig hard. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much.
What is going on, Alan?
I know Mark's his fetish. Let's talk dirty. I'm gonna you a little bit too, big boy, and see what happens.
Alan told me he wouldn't come to the baseball game tonight to support his homie because he wants to go play pool.
Wow.
With friends
as long
like,
as you're gambling, I approve if you're gambling.
With friends like Alan.
He wants to go to the pool?
No, I would support that. God, it's hot. But he wants to go play pool. No, shoot some pool.
I can see Alan throwing some cannonballs.
He's in a club, so he's going. This is the league. He's in the pool leagues.
Oh, he's that good?
No, and I've never seen him, I've never seen Alan play. I never knew he played pool until yesterday, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, he's not that good.
Oh, come on!
I gotta pick on Alan, man. I'm roasting Alan.
That's it. Strike. Speaking of strike, make sure you hit a strike tonight.
Good luck on
I have
that.
the answer to this situation. I am in Billiards League, and we have final playoffs tonight. Yep.
Oh, not snooker? Well, then you're out of here.
We're not referring to the video game.
I'm gonna throw Alan a curveball, and I'm just gonna show up to be a spectator for his pool game.
Yeah,
go Alan!
Let's go, Alan! Just embarrass the shit out of him.
Alan. You just start cheering for him as he's trying to
You
make a
start shooting
shot.
gutter balls all
He's
night.
there making his shot. He's concentrated, like, go, Alan, go! Go, Alan, go!
I know him from YouTube. I seen him on YouTube and start hopping.
Wait,
up
he's a
and down.
friend from work.
That shit's so awkward when people, hey, I seen you on YouTube. Like, oh, man,
Huckle Buck.
thank you for watching the channel. You want to come up here, little doggy? Dude. No. Come here. Come here. Come here, wiener dog. Oh, my goodness. You're fat.
Getting ready for Comic Con to sell books is hard. When you're trying to not undersell a book.
Just undersell it.
Well, it's not that. It's I don't want to accidentally sell a book that is really like that one book that I just found, the first appearance of Scarface. I don't want to put that into a $5 bin.
Well,
Why?
Why? Because it's not a $5 comic.
I ended up selling the infamous Iron Man #1 on eBay for $25 the other day because I wasn't fast enough to up the price. It is what it is.
But that's $25, which I think is a fair price.
No, it's $100 and some book now.
Now, but it was 20. It was fair price at that
No.
time you was selling it.
It was not because it already jumped and I didn't adjust. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So you missed out, or you still got what you wanted for it, right?
No, I want all the money I can get for it, like you.
Well, I'm not. I'm still underselling it. I'm not gonna go crazy. I just want to make sure I have a book that, like I just said, it's just a fair price rather than it's taking me a lot longer.
And Jim, I never understood boiled peanuts. It's like, why fuck up a perfectly good peanut by boiling it?
Those are worse. Yeah, boiled peanuts.
I don't eat peanuts.
Rob and I agree on something at least.
That doesn't sound too good.
No, it's like
definitely North versus South going on. Like,
dry.
oh no, Alan's on our side too. All right, there we go.
Yeah, no, I should be roasted, man. Come on.
Yeah, dry roasted like sticky goose. See what I did there? Yeah.
Anywho,
Yeah.
what was it? You guys see? I don't know. My LCS just. I'm sure I'm just late to the party on this, because my LCS sent out an email, as they've taken to lately as new books or new series or different things come out, that they think they'll send a targeted email to their to the comic base, not just blanket everyone, the people who collect similar books or whatever, to say, hey, this is coming out. Do you want me to add it to your list in case you missed it, type thing. Mm-hmm. And they said, their email was talking about these absolute Batman and absolute Superman and absolute Wonder Woman, and basically saying that, like, we're giving the DC's giving them the ultimate treatment, or something. That's how he was phrasing it.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything about these things because I don't pay that much attention to it. What's are they really doing it like its own little universe, or are they doing?
Yeah, it's its own little universe.
For context, Rob, I did an in-depth conversation on it Tuesday. It's just a short stream that I do every Tuesday, but that's what I covered this Tuesday specifically, since it was only like one book that released. I only talked about like the absolute stuff, but in short, the end of the event that's happening right now, Absolute Power, an event will occur that creates the Absolute Universe, which is another Earth in the multiverse. And we're going to be spending publishing time meaning and focusing on these characters on that Earth due to them being players at the end of this event. And they're trying to kind of do them different enough that you'll be interested to see what's up with these characters. Batman won't have a butler or a cave. He's going to be some Jack Reacher size person.
Doesn't have either of those now. So
from the book, not Jack Reacher in the show. Now in the book, he's described as having to duck to walk through doorways and stuff. And Superman's not going to have a fortress, no super family.
I was just saying, is Batman doesn't have a cave or a butler anymore, anyways.
But he does.
Superman's not gonna have a what? A family?
Yeah, he has like the super family. He's got a kid. He's got a wife. You know, they're going to
go back to the basics,
doing the origins and everything. And,
yeah, it's a completely different.
Wonder Woman's gonna have tattoos, so she'll be
another. It's another Elseworld. It's just one. It's another Elseworld, but we're going to spend a lot of publishing time with this Elseworld. They'll have standalone solo series for a handful of characters, and they will be interacting with the main Earth. Darkseid is being brought in at the end of Absolute Power as a big catalyst of what's causing and what's happening. But because of this, we're also getting the return of the New Gods with their own series written by Ram V. Jeff Lemire announced to be taking over JSA, which means it should be coming out on time and hopefully having some good weight inside of the DCU proper.
Not just Huntress with daddy issues.
Yeah, very true. But yeah, I'm really excited. Jeff Lemire made a statement talking about how Hourman is his favorite DC character of all time.
Until the next book.
We can expect to see some cool stuff with that.
Yeah, and it's cool. A lot of A-list writers and then Al Ewing.
What about the artists?
Some solid ones in there.
Yeah.
I saw the picture of Absolute Batman. I must say it looks cool.
So I think that I think it's going to be one of those things where hopefully a lot of people pick up a lot of first issues, and then hopefully they read them. You know, a lot of people that collect comics don't read comics, and that's fine. They get them to collect them. But it's a massive attempt at a jumping on point. I think that's why they're using the Absolute line and going to have it continue to be relevant and tied to the main line.
Yeah, Raider, I read that. Sorry. And it sounds like the Speed Force might be kind of evil in his version of it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for Absolute Flash because just regular Flash by Cy Spurrier is unreadable. It is unreadable. And y'all know I don't say that often, and I'm an easy sell.
Spurrier's tough. Even his Hellblazer, which I really want to like, is just way too verbose. And like, I'm like, just let the images tell a story and not.
You can't see the images. There's a word bubble over everything.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Well, I did tell my LCS to go ahead. Excuse me. It's like it's early in the morning here, and get me
Need some sleep.
Not only 3.5 hours, so it's not good. To get me the Absolute Batman to check out at least. I'll give it a shot.
Check out that Absolute Superman too. I think it's going to be wicked. They the only teaser thing we've seen so far of it is Superman surrounded by a battalion of peacemakers holding him down, holding him at gunpoint. Not clones, but it looks like it might be a peacemaker task force.
And Jason Aaron's doing Superman, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It's got great writers on it. It really does. And Al Ewing, apparently.
And Al Ewing.
He drives me nuts. He and like Gary Duggan or Dugan, like no.
Dugan.
You know what's crazy is I would have sang his praises 3 years ago, and then I started kind of going out and trying some of his other stuff, and I didn't care for his other stuff, and I didn't know if that was just a me thing. But Immortal Hulk is a 10 out of 10 for a 50-issue run.
Well, Immortal Thor is like a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
so.
Immortal Thor, I had to drop. I didn't want to, and I couldn't stand it.
Thor was one of my favorites, and I will normally read Thor till the end of days. But like,
We Only Find Them When They're Dead was a phenomenal indie series that he did with Boone. Like, I loved it. And those are my first 2 books that I read of his, that I know that I read of his, and I loved them. But outside of that, I haven't been able to stick with anything. I think I might have been the only person that rode We Only Find Them When They're Dead out to the end. It was 3 arcs, 3 like 6-issue arcs. It was so good.
I read the first arc. I didn't hate it, but it just took for fucking ever to come out, and then I just gave up.
Good morning, Ruby. It was pretty cool how they formatted it too. You did like the 6 issues, and then the next issue was like a time jump to where the youngest crewman was like an adult, and then it time jumped again after that arc to where that same crewman was like an older man. So you kind of, because with the concepts they were dealing with, you definitely want to kind of unpack how it unfolds over a long span of time. But they did a good job keeping Malik's journey a relevant part of it.
I might go back and trade buy it or something. I'm trying to get better at some of that too, where I don't need to read everything monthly. Like if it, especially like I'll keep some of the monthly like superhero stuff to keep on top of events, but like in limited series or whatever, it's like I'll pick up the first issue as a gauge, and then if I find it interesting enough to really want to read it monthly, which is getting pretty rare for me, I'll stick with it. And if not, I'll be like, add it to the don't give a shit or the trade weighted list. Like,
I'm at the stage where I'm getting tired of buying week over week because I'm not being able to read them all at the time I want to get to them, and then there's just collecting. I guess you could say collecting dust. So I'm getting to that stage where I was like, you know what, it's time to get rid of some of them.
But also, it's honestly, it's a lot of money, and it just adds
It
up.
is.
The more I think about it, I'm like, I could spend $100 a week on comics, on new stuff, or I could like save up and like after a month get a really decent key that I actually give a shit about. Versus
Buy more comics. Buy more comics.
Mark, is there any books that you only get in collected form, but you like continually anticipate the next collected volume?
No, I'm dumb. Like, because the way that I read books is trade and collected form. So it's really dumb for me to collect singles the way that I do, because I don't read singles really like that. I stack them and then read them as if it was a trade. So if I was smart, I would do what Taylor's talking about. But I just love the game, man. I love the week to week. I love showing up at my LCS every week, seeing the homie, seeing my owner. Like, I don't want to let go of all that. It's worth it to me.
I love that too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a trade guy. I'm a floppy guy.
I think the one that's gonna
we're sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I think the one that's gonna get pushed to trade for me, and I really like the series, and I really I'm gonna read it till the end, is Saga. Because like,
yeah, there's no reason to not read that one in trade the way it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the trade. I just got the big frickin'.
Yeah, I mean the Omni for the first volume is great because it collects half the series right there basically, and then
I can't stand reading that format. Like, it's such an uncomfortable read. When they're like 4-inch thick spine book, like
I love it. It's so sexy.
Like because when I read, I find myself, I move around, I reposition, I'll lean back, I'll sit up, or I haven't learned how to do that with an Omni. Like,
I don't think a lot of writers write.
Go to the church and put it on a pulpit and stand there and read it and flip a page. And
like, I actually think Brian K. Vaughan does write well for a monthly title. Like, he's good at it and like gives like cliffhangers almost at the end of every issue. But he's kind of the exception for some of these indie things. I think a lot of the writers don't break their things up well for an indie. They think of the whole story, and then like they chop it up into monthlies that don't make sense either. It's like, okay.
Very, very true. I've read multiple books where I read the first 2 issues and I was like, what is this? And then you continue and it's like, oh, I get it now. But they didn't really cater to the single issue readers as much as they maybe could have.
Formatting issues.
Yeah.
That's maybe too much information, Perry.
Length or girth?
Hey, wait, is it my move or your move, Perry? I'm gonna whoop your ass in this game. Perry's beat me in chess and I'm mad about it.
I can't believe some people, there's the some of the comments that come in. I got a comment came in through the Facebook for Comic Screen Cancer. So they start off with just where are you guys located or whatever. So give them a little spiel about Comic Screen Cancer or whatever. Reply back, guy goes, can I be a supervillain? I want to be the supervillain.
What?
Really? Because I ended but the whole thing. Cancer is truly a supervillain, but blah blah blah. It's like, okay, so you want to be a Cancer? Guess what? You are a Cancer. I'm not even going to engage with you at that point. And Mark, conversation as done, and moved. Just didn't even respond to him. I was like,
just hide it.
What?
Yeah.
It's just
You could
people
also
trying to
Rob,
be-
Well, it's not a comment on one of the images. It's a direct
Oh.
message that comes into the
yeah.
Facebook feed. So
Oh,
and
spam people.
Oh, you know you've
Well-
made it when you get
well,
the
sometimes there's a
the
scam, but
company shut down
this
spam.
was somebody just trolling. He's
Yeah.
he's the Comics for Cancer thing. He's like, oh, when I responded, his first question was just where are you located, and so I responded, about being a virtual thing and blah, blah, all this other stuff, and it ended it with my, with the usual line about cancer's a super villain, but together, we can prove you don't have to be a superhero to stay alive. He goes, can I be a super villain? I want to be the super villain. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to insult him in case he's legit actually ever wanted to donate something, but at the same time, I'm not going to engage with him at that point. It's
I'm
like, okay.
just happy for him that he has that much time in his day. Like, I wish.
I looked at his profile. He's a private security guard. So
Okay.
Nothing
against the private security guards.
He's got plenty of time on his hands.
Yeah.
As he's sitting there in either
Scrolling.
his car or at that desk waiting, at overnight waiting for nothing to happen. Or the one day that he thinks he smells smoke and can pick up the phone and call the fire department and be the savior.
Anybody watch the new Batman show that started on Amazon?
Oh no, I'm wanting to see it tonight.
It's on my list.
What's it on? HBO?
Amazon.
Yeah, I'm excited to see
The
that.
original
And
producer of the animated series has come back to produce a new Batman show
Bruce
called
Timm.
Batman Caped Crusader. And it takes place in the 1940s. Has
Ooh.
1940 tones and vibes. And
Okay, I'm in. And that's got me right there.
It's supposed to be like Batman. It's like Batman Year 2 or something like that. No,
Are they
not Year 2.
dropping-
Week 2.
First night. Batman First Night has been fun. Is it dropping all at once, or are they doing episode?
I don't know.
I'll wait till they drop it all.
There you go again.
I'm guessing it's
to that
like,
point,
those are the-
Marcus. Tomorrow is Sunday is the day, buddy. Sunday's the day. As a matter of fact, you can go ahead and start watching House of Dragons because you won't be able to get through the whole season before Sunday when the finale drops.
We've been over this. We're not
That's
doing
the whole
this
thing.
again.
That's it. You got 2 seasons. Boom.
Not
done.
happening. No, Game of Thrones, that final season, I'm not coming back. No.
You're going to really wait till House of Dragons is like done and like
I
X
don't.
years?
Like, I'm not investing myself in that trash until I know it's
Okay.
not trash.
Okay.
So, like, I've told you, like, if they get to the end and it's like the final season and everybody's like, man, they nailed it.
Okay.
Then
They dropped all 10 episodes, by the way.
okay, then I'll go watch it. Dude, I love 1940s pre-World War
It's set in the
II
it's
stuff.
25.
Man.
They're 25-minute videos.
I'm in.
They got Detective Flass and Bollock. They got Montoya in it.
I got her first appearance. Nobody cares.
Harvey Dent is in it.
Renee Montoya.
Yeah.
What book is it in?
Detective Comics 4 something. I'll have to look
I
it
got
up.
the Question's first appearance.
That's a cool book.
I like them Charlton characters. Yeah, it was a last minute score at Heroes Con. I'm like, nice. Only one more to go.
I think I have the Modern Comics reprint of the one you just picked up, Mark.
Of the one from the video, the channel member video from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited about
That's
that.
a nice fucker. I mean,
So excited.
congrats.
Dude, I messaged Rob immediately. I'm like, cross your fingers. I might be running into a scam.
But like you said, eBay protects you from that pretty well.
Yeah, that's why I was completely willing to risk it all, as Marcus would say.
Batman. It was Batman, not Detective Comics. 475.
What issue number?
475.
Gotcha.
Oh, then I have a copy of it.
I want to see what it looks like. I don't know if I have a copy or not.
If it's Batman and it's above 300, I have a copy.
Oh, with the ventriloquist on the cover?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That one, I have a couple
I
copies.
think, Rob, you gave one of those away at CP last year. You had a slab copy.
Oh, no, that was that was Batman animated series one. That was that.
gotcha.
But I've given a copy away on all these labs.
So yeah, I've got a Watchmen one, which is, Rorschach's first appearance, Blue Beetle #1, which is
How much is that Watchmen 1? Like $50 probably?
I think it's probably
Watchmen
like a
#1?
$20-$30 raw comic.
Yeah. Watchmen
really?
#1's not
Cheap?
as expensive.
Cheaper than I thought. I might go
Like
get me one.
four
Shit.
or five first appearances in it. You get most
Yeah.
of the characters
So-
on issue #1.
Adding that to my list. I definitely want that book.
No, Watchmen. Yeah, it's they're not expensive.
They're
So
properly
Watchmen-
priced, in my opinion.
Yeah, Watchmen #1, the most common raw, which is like 8.5, is going for 41.
WOFT.
You said 41.
It's $41 was the last sale. So,
So yeah, about $50 for a copy you'd probably pick up.
yeah, especially now with the hype of the movie, it's gone up in price.
Is there hype on the movie?
No.
I'm excited, so that's hype enough for me.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the terms of the big picture that affects.
I'm not as excited as Marcus though. He gets excited for like the craziest stuff.
What am I excited for? So I was
You know,
reading
when people talk about him, that just turns him loose.
Oh, it does. I
Mad
do.
respect. Ice Cream Man is one of the ones I do read monthly because it's each issue is its own standalone thing usually, which is great.
So
And that actually is kind of a rough trade read because each one's kind of like an emotional punch in the junk. So like each issue,
Yeah.
like I want to get smacked in the ball 6 times in a row per trade. Like
what's crazy is a 9.8 of Watchmen #1 sold for $720.
Nice.
Its high is 1,300 though.
Wow. Yeah, the animated film looks interesting. I'm more curious about part 2 to see what direction they go if we're going full Squid Monster here.
So it's gonna be two chapters only.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part 1 and part 2.
See, that's where I'm not excited. I'm excited to watch it because I love Watchmen, but if I'd rather see them like make it into a series.
It's a animated movie. You know this going into this conversation.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
And you said it was
I was
hype enough for
hopeful.
you. How did you
I am
feel
still
being
hype
so
enough because I
fast?
still love Watchmen. And I'm still gonna love it.
Maturing is growing up and understanding that Ozymandias is the hero.
The hero.
I'm not joking.
That's
truly
rough,
think-
ain't it? It's real rough.
I think he's the hero.
so is Thanos.
In that situation, it's hard to call it, right?
The way I'm watching these culture wars rage, I'm like, drop the squid, bro. Drop it.
the squid.
Drop the
What's
swing
What's
right
up,
now.
DJ?
What's going on, my peoples? How are you guys
Hey
doing?
DJ.
What up, homie?
Talking about Watchmen.
Buddy.
Watchmen. Oh man, big blue cocks. I love it.
Let's go. That's where the term blue balls came from. Are you going to check out the?
Just so
DC
we're clear, I'm
animated-
clipping that.
Yeah, but you don't got a video of him saying it, man.
Oh, we can put his
That's
face over.
bullying, bro.
Hey, get that AI out.
Hey, still image is all I need. What are you talking about?
You can find one with his mouth open too.
Am I excited for the Watchmen cartoon? I haven't watched either of the trailers. Well, I think I watched the first one. Watchmen, the director's cut or whatever, the Zack Snyder thing is one of
Flawless film.
my favorite comic book movies, probably like easily top 3-4 comic book films for me.
Yeah.
The book is one of my favorite reads of all time. I'm gonna watch the movie. For me to say I'm excited about it, I'd be lying because we have already. It's gonna be great if it follows the format of the story. Obviously, follows the movie, other than the squid stuff that they removed from the movie. It's gonna be great. But am I excited about it? I can't say I am.
Did you watch the motion comic?
Mm-hmm.
I did
did.
not. I'm not a fan.
The
of it.
motion comic it's pretty good.
It's just a motion comic. They
They just added
I'm
votes.
minority on this panel. but I
the
don't care.
motion comic, I would argue,
The
isn't
HBO
pretty
series
good
is so much better than the movie.
Yeah, the motion comic's rough because you have one narrator doing the voices for all the characters. So when he's talking like Sally Jupiter, you're completely out of the story.
Yeah, I remember
Like,
now.
What are you talking about? It's not good. They made the comic have limited motion good, but man, the voiceover was rough.
It was one guy doing the whole thing. I remember now.
Mhm.
Just as a throwback, Taylor, I just found something here. It's labeled Monday Mania, so
Oh,
it's
boy.
a leftover giveaway thing. I guess I was going to Comics Curing Cancer. I guess.
Oh, nice.
Because, I have not a print. I have no place for prints and stuff, and
Yeah.
I just found it tucked away behind my desk. Like
Nice.
I meant to, like I put it
Oh,
away
nice.
at one point for Comics Curing Cancer and then forgot about it.
And now you put it for Comics Curing Cancer.
Well,
again.
now I'll take it out to the garage where I have a whole rack set up that's dedicated to nothing but Comics Curing Cancer stuff right now.
Shout out to Rob's Rack.
You gotta-
You should have done that. Rob's Rack of Comics. That's a good name.
Like rack of ribs.
I think, you know, when I started doing this, I don't know if I don't think I had a rack, any racking yet in my garage.
Oh, you're still forming?
I just had some boxes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with
Good,
Tyler on this.
good
Going through the
unsupported
motion
rack.
comic just makes you want to just go get the book and read it so you're at your own pace.
Well, there you are, Lady F.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Carolyn.
I'm doing well. Just
Are
gotta
you
leave.
You here to talk about your racking?
Yeah. They came in when I was about 13 and haven't left. So.
Well, notice I said racking.
Oh.
This is not to be so crude, but thank you.
I can show you guys my racks.
Oh, whoa. This early morning.
Mm-hmm. I just got
Like
them
that?
in. Yeah, I'll send Rob a picture of my racks.
Nice.
And I'll
Slip into my
send.
DMs
Now
and
there's
show
a
me your
YouTube
racks.
channel I'd watch. Fantastic.
And I'll
Mac.
send Mark, I don't want to be incestuous, but I just sent you a picture of my racks. Well, it's more like my closet with my new storage, but
Nice.
I mean,
I'm excited.
that you should definitely make that a YouTube video.
oh, I will. Check out my new racks.
You're a fantastic rack.
Fantastic racks.
Are those file cabinets?
They
And
are.
yes, they're real, and they're
They look good with the wood color outside.
Oh yeah, they're fancy, dude. I'm so pumped. I'm getting ready to start transitioning this weekend. I'm gonna transition to my new racks.
Oh, no, not true.
Well, they're not the racks you were assigned to at birth.
They were not. They were not. So I upgraded.
Oh, wow.
I upgraded.
uh
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Speaking of
I like-
transitioning,
I like the fact that, you know, you have the ability that you could put, you know, like drawer boxes or something up on top. It just sucks that the dead corner space. So that's the only thing that sucks. But what are you gonna do?
A little fight
Right.
here.
But it's all in that closet, and that's my comic room. That's gonna be my lady.
Well, you know, I guess if you really,
You're so excited. Look at you.
I'm
Heat
really
in your eyes.
excited.
That's
I
what-
cannot wait to get my stuff. I'm gonna be working out. So it's gonna be fun.
cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I can't wait. And I don't know if I showed Mark this. I'm just gonna go ahead and show. I've shown it on some shows, but like, I'm a dork. I got it for the hunt. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I found it.
No, I know what
Johnny.
she's talking about. I've seen it
I
before.
found it
That
for the
was bad
hunt.
timing to be excited, Rob, in the middle of the yawn. Oh, that's cool.
Woohoo!
WCW one.
It's
That's
champion.
the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Come on.
Those belts always look cool.
Come on,
That's
bro.
right.
Come on.
Who's
Now,
the
if
tag?
someone-
What's
if
the
someone
tag? Bailey.
if someone drags you on an episode of The Hunt, are you going to mail that belt to them so you win it back?
Yeah, so they can be the women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Especially CJ deserves this one. I don't know. Maybe I'll get an intergender one.
Yeah, he does the Andy Kaufman bit, right?
Yeah, he does the
I
intergender.
remember that from a long time ago. That was hilarious. He did a good
Yeah.
job of that.
That was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He played an X-Men one, and I still beat him. I think maybe people weren't voting for the books.
Yeah. DJ has that effect on people.
Yeah, Durs says that SummerSlam is tomorrow. I think Durs is going. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one he'll be.
He was
at.
telling me that he was thinking about going. I don't know if he actually got the tickets.
This isn't a child's belt, I don't think. This is one
That's
I got.
That's the
yeah.
replica.
Yeah, it's a commemorative.
Yeah, he says yes, sir. He'll be there at SummerSlam. So if y'all need any souvenirs, prizes, reach out to
I
Durs.
should call him out and say, "Hey, Durs, can you buy me this?"
Is SummerSlam wrestling?
Durs, can you get me
Yes.
chairs?
I think
Spoken
it's
by a
not-
person that has a world title in her hand. Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what this is. Like
No, you are. Yes, it is.
this was at
SummerSlam is Summer WrestleMania, as
they
they coin it sometimes.
they had that at McKay's for $70, and I'm like, dude, I have.
$70?
Why is it more? Is that too much?
That's usually like a $300 belt.
Yeah, got it for 70.
Wow.
women's champion.
They are.
More space for collectibles is great.
Mhm.
I know, you know.
I need to go to a McKay's whenever I'm down there.
Quote
Dude.
unquote. Served.
You got to.
$70 for a $300 belt.
Oh, it's in a stadium
Morning,
tomorrow.
Bart. What's going on? Homie?
Yeah, it's in Cleveland.
I don't like wrestling in stadiums, man.
Depends.
No, it doesn't depend.
If it's a
Right.
closed stadium, it works.
It's
Y'all
just
want to
too
hear?
big.
Y'all want to hear a fun fact real quick? I just seen this.
Sure,
thing.
go. WCW sucks.
The F word has been used 119 times in the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 had 1. Deadpool and Wolverine had
Deadpool has the rest.
118.
Hell yeah,
Yep.
dude! I love me some Ryan Reynolds, man. That dude's awesome.
That's hilarious.
That dude has his finger on the pulse. I feel like.
Yeah,
Let this man cook.
yeah. There was 118 in Deadpool and Wolverine, 90 in Deadpool 2, and 84 in Deadpool 1. Total of 292 F-bombs. That's hilarious. But that scene in Guardians of the Galaxy, like I heard that the F word was going to be in that movie before I went into it. I didn't take the kids to see that one.
But you
because
took
of
him
the-
to Deadpool.
What was the
I
con?
knew
I don't
not-
know.
I didn't.
You
Kyle
took
wouldn't let
the
me.
Deadpool.
Kyle wouldn't let me, but I knew that like the subject matter of Guardians 3 was going to be kind of heavy with animals, and kids
Yeah.
are real sensitive. To
Yeah,
stuff like
that movie's rough.
So I
My
didn't.
daughter
want
bawled her eyes out for sure.
Yeah,
That's
I
why you
wouldn't do
couldn't
that
take
to him.
me to GOTG3 is because I'm very sensitive about him.
But I was kind of like opposed to the idea of like, why do we need to shoehorn an F word into Guardians? Like, it seems off brand. But that moment,
It was
when
great.
I died.
Who says it?
laughing.
Who says it?
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. When they're
Star-Lord.
on the fake, not the fakers.
No,
but
it wasn't
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. It was.
It was Star-Lord.
It was Star-Lord.
It was.
It was
Peter Quill.
Star-Lord in the car. They
He
were
was
in the
in-
car.
He was in the car on
I'm
that
just
world
fucking- I'm
that
just-
wasn't
I'm
Earth,
just-
and Nebula couldn't get the door.
See, if
and he kept
Nebula
unlocking
said
He
it,
finally goes, "Open the fucking door," and he says it so aggravated.
It comes out really quick though. It's a blink and you miss it moment.
And it
Well, I
wasn't.
don't- I
It
don't-
wasn't
I
improvised.
still
It
hear
was
when
written there.
you can't hear when you blink.
My blink sounds like cash registers.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Are we counting all the people that said, "Oh, when Cap got the hammer"?
I want to feel like that again, man. That was so amazing.
I want to
That-
feel like that again.
I think that's the
Make me feel good.
like.
I need that Russo juice, man.
Wow, for when Cap picked up the hammer, for me, that's the single greatest moment in comic book movies,
That's the high water mark.
bro. Not even
For the
MCU. I'm just
MCU.
talking about across the board. When Cap picked up that hammer, bro. Ah,
That was so lit. Dude. That
That was a Legion of Doom pop, as they would call it.
I don't know, man.
I started crying, bro.
One of the high
Like,
grounds for me is still the opening of X-Men 2 with Nightcrawler.
I think I
That was
started
great.
crying.
That was a great scene.
Yeah, I
When I-
rewatched that this past week, and my God, or
Good
But
movie,
it-
yeah.
such a
For
good
me, it
movie.
would if it's gonna be that movie, it's gonna be when Wolverine is just in the mansion, just trying to
Going
save
ham.
kids. He's just there, like
going
that one
PG
guy.
going
I love,
PG-13 ham.
I
Yeah.
love that chick. What's her name? That play. She used to play Xenia. Dimky Jansen. I love her as Phoenix or as Jean Grey. I like.
Mhm.
I saw her in the train once.
When I saw X2 in the
Oh,
theater,
oh.
the biggest pop for me the first time I
On
saw
Brazzers?
X-Men 2 was when Colossus,
Yeah, right.
when Colossus went full armor in the mansion in that same scene. Seeing Colossus, that was the big moment for me in X2.
Such a waste
How
of
about Megan
Colossus,
Thee
man.
Stallion and She-Hulk twerking, huh? That's got to be on the list, right?
Oh shit, batty, addy, 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 addy. I hear that song, I think of Tyler.
When he hears that song, he thinks of you.
Y'all remember Logan when he takes the adrenaline and shoots himself in the neck and just savagely murders everyone in the woods? I think about that often.
Iron Man.
I like X-Men: The Last Stand, where they show the scene of Wolverine. He's in the woods and his tank top is either on or it's off.
Huh?
Ever seen that? The editing of that movie is just terrible.
editing.
Yeah, One moment he has it, one moment he doesn't.
I don't know if that's true.
No, go watch it.
I watched
You gotta
X-Men: The Last Stand the other day, and I'm sensitive to stuff like that. Like I pick up on stuff like that real easy. Because I was watching, because he was fighting the guy that the bones come out of his wrist and he snaps off and throws them. And through that scene, you see the holes appearing in his tank top as he's pulling them out. And I was actually paying attention and watching for the consistency in the wounds. Because that was one thing I was watching in Deadpool and Wolverine. The first time I watched it was looking for the consistencies, the battle damage through the movie, which they did a decent job. But those guys took so many hits, there's no way they would have had a suit left by the end of the movie if they were completely accurate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing with like
You're
Wolverine
muted,
was
Ella.
slashing the shit out of Deadpool.
Mhm.
So I was looking at the same thing, like because he kept stabbing him in the head, and he didn't have any. The suit wasn't ripped or anything like that.
Yeah, at the end of Deadpool 2, they kept the hole in his mask when he took the fence spike through the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is actually a tough to find variant right here. It wasn't issued to all shops. You had to jump through hoops to get it, but ABX is awesome, and he found the hoop to jump through and managed to get it. This was a great one shot, by the way. Jason Aaron wrote it.
I need to read that one still.
This is from last week, but this
That's a great
Jason
cover.
Aaron's a
Great
good
cover.
author. I like Jason Aaron.
Yeah, I think Berserker's in a really cool place that they've got it to where other creators are coming in and writing like these oversized one shots. It's not like a 64 page or anything like that. I think it's like a 48 page.
Mm.
But it was
Am I
really
wrong
cool.
in saying there's no buzz for that book anymore? It doesn't
No, I
matter.
don't think there is.
Absolutely.
Wait till there's a movie announcement.
They just announced the anime at San Diego Comic-Con, and that book didn't make any noise.
I just enjoy the
is Rob.
character. Hold on, I'll
It
get
was a
you
brisket.
before we can see it.
Fat Stacks.
Nice.
It was a
Only,
brisket.
only 7 hours though. I mean, that's kind of.
I guess he doesn't
He's hotboxing it.
hot box a brisket. I hate that.
I enjoy hotboxing the brisket.
Do you?
I don't know what that means.
It's an epidemic.
It's skibidi riz.
It would be. There is a hotboxing, obviously, more a smoker term, but in reality, when it comes to meat, there is a new method that some competitors have started using, which is a hot and fast smoke on briskets in order to get them done quicker for competitions than the traditional low and slow.
But what does that do to the meats? Is it?
I don't. I've
compromised?
never tried it. They ultimately say at the end of the game that they get the same result. They're happy with it because you still use some really big names, or Myron Mixon, who's a big time. He's used the hot and fast
Throw out the
method
first
for.
pitch.
Yimbambe. That's what I said. AR. I cried when the Wakandans came out of the portals and joined them, and I was like, "They're
Just the
gonna win."
Wakandans?
Huh?
Just the Wakandans?
Well, I did because they did the war cry. Because I'm a big Black Panther fan.
You won't be.
Ibambe.
I think for me, for Infinity War, for me it was a misstep
left.
not having. You had Sam come out and you hear the voice, not having Bucky come out and have a big moment, and that's Captain America's guy for 1,000 years. I think that's like my only complaint about Infinity War. It
I
should
love
have
the
been.
fact that, like,
It should have been Bucky
You
instead
mean the
of
end game?
And
They-
yeah, the Endgame. I'm sorry. It should have been
they've
Bucky instead
always-
of T'Challa.
The MCU's done pretty good about, like, because you go back to Winter Soldier, like Cap was fighting to save Bucky kind of thing, but they've done a really good job of, because you got to remember we've skipped to Winter Soldier, like he's not the same kid
Yeah,
he was.
he's different.
Like this
And-
isn't his,
This is post-Soviet like brainwashing.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and even in the comics, like if you go to the comics, like he's
a
not running
changed
around
man.
with Bucky as a sidekick. He's fighting Bucky. Bucky's got all this baggage and damage. You know what I'm saying? They don't stand on the same morals and principles anymore. Like,
He's the Red Hood.
But like,
yeah, exactly. And that's why he was created. Like, it was a good counterpoint to that. But like Sam embodies everything that Cap's sidekick should embody and has since he was created. Like, I think they did a good job, like making sure they, like, yeah, this is my old friend. I'm going to guard him. I'm going to protect him. but Sam is the guy I ride with.
One of my favorite like
Really?
little themes or little side stories through the Infinity War and Endgame is Rocket's obsession with Bucky's arm, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna get that arm."
And he got it.
He got that
You
arm.
got it. You got that arm.
My biggest problem with both those movies is how they depowered the Hulk just for a plot point.
I know.
That's a lot of our problems, Taylor.
Yeah.
Don't
the
get
Hulk
Mark
is-
started, damn it.
Yeah. All right, guys, I gotta go because I gotta. My boss is in town, and I gotta get to work early.
Quit
blah,
your
blah,
job.
blah,
You can
blah,
hang
blah.
out longer.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm
Tell
gonna
him to
call my
join.
boss, and you want to talk to him? Like,
Yeah, sure. Why not?
you know what he would say? He'd be like, "You guys are fucking nerds," and then hang up, and then go to a meeting about like structural biology and be a fucking nerd. But it's true.
And
All
tell
right.
Sticky Goose to make a video about him.
He is
I
kind
like
of.
how strong opinion you are about the whole situation, Izzy. It
He's-
ruffled Izzy's feathers.
Are you ruffled?
Yes,
Oh,
I
by
get
you?
pissed off when my friends are being offended. That pisses me off.
Did I offend you by saying nerds?
What if
No,
you do the
I said
offended?
this earlier that you can't offend me. It's I get offended when you offend my friends.
Yeah, no.
That's how
Who's
I get protective of
Who's your friend? Can I offend them?
them. Sure, Mark.
Mark?
Do it.
I mean, I don't know.
But you could do Marcus because he gets a hard on for that kind
I'm sticky.
I really do.
I'm
not
stinky
joking.
moose.
I really
I'm
do.
stinky moose. I'm licky poos. And I know things. Yeah.
I'm Sticky Goose, you're goo.
The
Yeah.
only
Really
reason me and Caroline are good friends on here is because me and Caroline neither nor get offended easy. That's literally where we bonded.
I mean, we literally have kind of equal and opposite loyalties when it comes to different comic things, but I think we both recognize that the passion is
But
what it's
Yeah,
about.
and you.
I'm not gonna hate on anybody that has
You've
passion.
had brothers, and I'm your honorary brother because
You
of
are.
that. Like you
You
don't
are.
get offended about
Stinky little brother shit.
arguing. It's fun.
No, I don't get butt hurt. Not easy.
of.
Not too easy. Not anymore. Those years are gone. All right, guys, I'm out.
Later.
Talk to you later, Lucy Pooses, Licky Pooses.
Licky pooses. Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Licky poos.
DJ, is tonight the big night, man?
You tell me, man.
So are you having not a show tonight?
Yeah, we were supposed to be. Well, we're having our return show. We've been gone for a month. Tyler's not going to be able to make it. You're going to be late. So I was thinking about even pushing it to next week, but we'll still
Okay.
have it.
Thought I had you,
Unless
Perry.
you want to.
Thought I had you.
I'm at a point where it's just like I enjoy the free Friday nights.
You enjoy not making content? Welcome to my world.
Are you
Yeah.
trying to say something now?
No, I'm not trying to say anything. Yeah, we'll still rock tonight. I just got so used to like not doing this stuff on Friday nights and like every Friday. What happens is we go out a lot. So that's why like Saturday when I wake up, I'm gone. That's why you rarely see me on Rob's stream. You rarely see me on Mad Spidey stream. We're always doing something on the weekend. And now that's been happening on Friday nights and Saturdays. So we're like always doing stuff. I just got so used to going out on Saturday, especially now, like with work for the summer, we have half day Fridays. So my day ends at 12. And then at 12, right after that, I go get a haircut. And then it's just chilling, dinner, bar. And this is every Friday and Saturday. But to answer your question, yes, we will have it in the mix tonight. Yay! I'm doing a very good job of promoting it.
Have you thought about instead going and throwing a pitch at a minor league baseball game?
Ooh, is that happening in the mix? Because that would be cool.
Yeah, I guess the big thing, and Izzy will be there tomorrow as well. in the Bronx. We have BX and Anime Comic Expo in the Bronx tomorrow, so I'll be there repping Comics Curing Cancer. So I'm hoping to move the remainder of the art books. So I'm hoping after tomorrow the art books will be sold out, and then moving some of the Sonic books as well. But yeah, I'm praying after tomorrow the art books will be sold out. So if you didn't get one, or if you protested getting one because you weren't included in the book, this will probably right now will be your last chance to get one.
When you're doing it, you can do it and pick up that. You could get them in that tag team combo with that Sonic Hedgehog book, which has been dropped. The combo being only $30, but this book itself, only $15 on that big cartel site.
Yes, sir. I dropped off 10 of those to my LCS the other day.
Nice.
So they could see if they could move those. They sold 5 of the dropped off 5 of the art books, and they sold them at full costs.
Awesome.
Which was amazing. So big shout out to Royal Collectibles in Queens.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, Comics Curing Cancer. Where are we at as far as like a grand total right now?
Yeah, it was over 15,000 so far.
Yay! Wow, 15
but we're really behind on. Well, I mean, I like to say we're behind, given that we're now less than 2 months away and really don't have a ton of stuff that's come in yet. But hoping that stuff's going to start coming in real quick here for the donations for the event. Otherwise, it'll be a shorter event. I'm going to actually start I think I might start this weekend a challenge thing where it's like holding up something that you're donating and challenge and tag some people in it. I'm gonna take that from yesterday's as I kind of posted anyone who saw the video yesterday or those that haven't. I'm gonna my CGC unboxing video. There were several books that I pulled out of that box for C3, including I'm going to donate the Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives 9.9.
Dang.
I'm going to keep. I decided I'm going to keep the 9.8 for my own PC because I wanted a copy for myself, but I'm going to give the 9.9 to Comics Curing Cancer to help get that extra juice.
That is a beautiful cover too.
Alex Ross, right?
Yep, Alex Ross. Limited to 1,000 copies. So that's going to be my first challenge, and I'll tag some folks and hopefully get some people to start stepping up. I also donate one of those J. Scott Campbell
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, the apartment one that everybody wanted. I had 2 copies. Both of them came back 9.8. So I'm going to donate one of them.
Oh, nice.
Is that the San Diego one?
No. It's the same image, but it's the trade dress version that was on the J. Scott Campbell website. I do have the San Diego Comic-Con one. It came yesterday. A buddy of mine who went got it for me and picked it up, sent it. It is gorgeous. I'm gonna have to get it off the CGC before too long here. But
nobody likes a bragger.
I was really happy because I reached out to 2 different people who I knew were going there, and was offered to pay over the price for them having to doing that for me. And one of the guys responded back right away. He said, "I'm going. I got passes for Wednesday. I'm going straight to that booth first. As long as they'll let me buy more than 1 copy, I'll pick you up, no problem." And then when he gave me a total, I gave him the extra money I said. He turned around and refunded it back. He says, "No, dude, I'm cool. I was there for you. I was there already. It was no big deal." I'm like, "Oh, it was a big deal to me to only have to pay $50 for that book."
How much was it going for in the con?
It was $50 for the Virgin
at the con?
variant, unsigned. And then online initially it started as high as 200. I saw it at one point. I didn't look in the last day or two, but I saw it down as low as like 120.
It's hot. It's
hot book. They sold that book out by Thursday morning for the entire con. All the J. Scott Campbell books were, I guess, midday Thursday. There were no books left for the entire rest of the con.
It's a good
Was that the
problem to
book
have.
of the? Would you say that was the book of the con? Because I didn't really
I don't
pay
know.
attention to
I
that.
didn't pay attention to any of the other books because I didn't care, so I
Yeah.
couldn't say for certain what was the book of the con. But I don't know what other artists sold out everything that they brought in. He had 5 books, I think it was, that were there, at least 5. There's the Witchblade, 3 Spider-Gwen books, this one Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't know if there was anything else.
The
but
Witchblade was a hot book too.
Yeah, but every single one of them was sold out by, like I said, mid-Thursday. But I also understand, though, that they didn't limit what you could buy, and the Whatnotters, from what I understood, hit hard that booth.
That makes sense though.
Yeah, I think the book of the weekend overall was there was a GI Joe that you could only get at a panel or something, and that one was going for like
the panel books are always hotter. They're the hottest books. The panel
There was
books.
something like only like 50 copies or whatever that.
Yeah.
You're talking about.
with the Cobra logo, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Canadian Survivalist. Yeah, I did get a couple I got 2 figure statues, an Aquaman and a Black Manta that came in. It's kind of cool.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go shower and touch myself.
Marcus, you're
You
muted.
feel
You're
dirty after this meeting?
Yeah, always.
Okay, just checking.
See you guys
later. T.
Take it easy, Tay. Tomorrow should be fun.
Oh, the BX and anime kit. Yeah, I mean it should be all right.
The only thing I hate is those damn stairs.
Yeah. So Izzy and I are both vending or exhibiting at this comic expo called BX Anime and Comic Expo. It's dope. It's old school show in a church basement, blah blah. But yeah, it's like.
But it's in a church basement.
It's in a church basement, exactly. No elevator.
Yeah, there's no elevator. It's not even, but there's windows and stuff like that. It's more like a gymnasium. And it's a good setup and all that stuff. The only thing is some stairs. I'm not bringing a lot of stuff. Like I'm only bringing the Comics Curing Cancer stuff. I'm not bringing anything for like selling for myself, any books or anything like that. And it's because of that. Had it been like floor level, like the first one that they did, would have just walked right in. It would have been fine. Oh no, the first one they did have a second floor and the elevator was out that day.
Yeah, that was the other con.
Yeah.
That was the one that was by Tremont Avenue, which is like that's as hood as you get, man.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get murdered that day for sure. Like I parked the car and I was just like, oh shit, am I even gonna make it to this place?
I parked the car by the garage that was there.
Yeah, I parked in the garage and I was just like, yo, shout out to the Bronx.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to move those C3 books, get some money for C3. Just happy to do that. Happy to represent.
We're gonna be like across from each other. So, did you see the setup?
Oh, so you can stare into each other's eyes all con. That'll be great.
The whole time we'll be just like.
Yeah, he sent me the image, but I couldn't see that shit, man. It was tiny, like the names.
I saw it.
So we're across from each other.
We're literally across. So I think it's JJS Comics is next to me, and then you're across from me. So we'll be able to see each other. But then again, they changed their minds on where people sit anyway. So they did that last year. So I'll be heading out over there today to try to drop some stuff.
Yeah, nah, I'm just gonna go tomorrow, and then it's a bitch for parking too, because he's like, oh, there's a bunch.
You got to go early.
There's a bunch of street parking. No, there's not, sir.
I got street parking last time, but it was because it was early. I got the super, and it was raining. Remember? Ugh.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I'm putting all the bad vibes from it last year. The last year when we got there, apparently the person that was supposed to open up the place didn't arrive, and it started raining hard.
Yeah, and then they wind up opening. 15 minutes before it was going to open to the public.
Yep, and people had early bird passes.
All my Funko Pops that I was selling were ruined, so I was giving them away because the boxes were ruined because they got wet. They got wet. So somebody will come up to the thing and I'll be like, "Yo, anything that's $10 and under is half off. If anything that's $5 is free. So just take it."
Oh wow!
Yeah. But I'm excited. It should be a fun day. Again, repping for C3, baby.
It's to be honest, it is a fun show. They got a carnival too. It's a lot of kids though, so So it's gonna be fun. There'll be, I think you get the sales in the morning, while the afternoon they'll be doing the wrestling show and
Oh yeah,
cosplay contests.
that's another. There's like wrestling going on there, so they'll have like a local wrestling league or whatever it's called, and they'll put on a match. Last year they did like a Royal Rumble, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Eh,
I don't think Erod's going this year though.
I think he's on. He was one of the advertised vendors, no?
Is he? No, King Kong was an advertising vendor.
King Khan was one of the sponsors.
Yeah. They're definitely gonna be there. I know that much. Now I got me looking at it.
I know we had a similar thing where this weekend we have the Berkeley Comic Shows this Saturday, which is always at this they call it the Berkeley Adult School. But they just sent out they were sending out messages on Instagram, which is a horrible way to have to communicate to the masses in a short period of time. That they had on Wednesday, they got told they couldn't be there this week, so they got a new location. So they're having to try to get everybody, tell everybody, oh, hey, I know we've always been here forever and always, and you know that you knew you were planning on coming up here, but we're going to be 3 blocks away. We hope you find us.
Wow.
I'm hoping at the very least they'll be able to put up signs or something at the venue that they're not allowed to be at, this go round or something. But
yeah, you have to put a sign up or have somebody just stand out there and direct people. Wow.
Yeah, but apparently it's going to be a better. I wish I could make it this weekend because apparently they're saying that they might make it their new regular home because it's slightly bigger. Being that it has bleachers, so there's places for people to go sit and rest in between. There's no stairs to get up to it, so it's level, so it's easier to load in and load out, and easier for people with disabilities that are getting there. And it has more parking and everything else. So it's like, oh wow, that sounds cool.
Nice.
As long as it doesn't make their costs go up too much, because that's one of the things that's been great is they've been able to get the place for dirt cheap that the vendors barely have to pay anything to show up to the show. Means they can they're willing to wheel a deal and
yeah, Erod's not in the list.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's not here. I'm not. I know Street Side is there,
Mm-hmm.
which he has a nice little corner. Yeah, I'm not familiar with some of these guys. I know JJ Collectibles. I know. Let's see here, Dark Hollow. I never heard of them. West Village Comics. You know West Village Comics?
I don't know them by name, but I'll know them by face.
Yeah. So yeah, JJ Collectibles. I know him by name and face. So that's it. Keith Williams is there. So I gotta do a jam piece with him. So I actually got to work on that jam piece when I'm done here.
You got to do a jam piece with him, or you want to do a jam piece with
No,
him?
we already agreed on it.
Oh.
So we're gonna do a piece that we're donating to Comics Curing Cancer.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm doing the pencils. He's doing the inks. That should be fun.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
oh my goodness. Oh fuck.
What happened?
Just I'm not going to talk about it.
My stars and garters.
The crazies are out. That's all.
You can't say that, dog.
No, I can't because I'm not naming any of the crazies.
You mean the band, the Crazies, right? The progressive rock band, the Crazies?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Just whatever reason. This morning is just a morning full of people that are wanting to troll the Comics Curing Cancer Facebook message boards with stupid shit. So I'm just banning people.
Oh wow, you're going hard.
Well, they start off with something. I give them a simple something, and they come back with either something that's mean or something that's just like completely out there. It's like one guy, how can I help? You give him some information, you're not taking anything from me, you filthy, all right, ban, done. Not having this conversation. Somebody else like responded to the Deadpool ad thing, goes, Deadpool has cancer, and I was just like, oh yes, that's why the artist chose him, and he goes on something else. I'm like, oh, thank you for he said something else. And I said, thank you for that information, and that's it. And then he goes, oh no, Vietnamese duck has a penis. It's like, oh, fucking block ban.
What the hell does that mean?
He just somebody being fucking stupid, man. It's like, I don't have time for this shit, man.
Tell me more about this Vietnamese duck.
Does he walk with a limp?
Wow. Walk like a duck, walk like a duck. Talk like
and he quacks like a duck, and he fucks like a duck.
Oh, okay.
Cleveland.
Whoa! Boom goes the dynamite.
Is it crazy that in Howard the Duck, this guy like Tim Robbins was it Tim Robbins or was Dr. Whatever, walked in on Beverly and Howard about to get it on?
I have not seen that movie.
Yeah,
since, like,
it's crazy,
forever.
but it's hilarious.
Maybe it's not a man you're looking for. Dracula. Did you delete my Vietnamese duck comment, Rob?
Oh man, Drac. He started banning people you actually know.
Hey, it happens. I've been going down the rabbit hole on YouTube recently as I'm working about what was this one? So I started out watching like police body cam footage stuff of like people standing up to the cops and you can't ask me questions, blah blah blah. So then that turned into army snipers that were stationed during the war and stuff like that, and them telling their stories and stuff. And it was then another guy during war, so he was talking about how war hasn't changed in like forever, right? So then he was talking about in 300. So in 300, the Spartans had 3 different like waves of attack, right? So you had the guys with the shields and the short spears in the front. Then you had then you had the guys with the long spears right behind them over the shoulder, and they would kill those people and then move along. And then you had what was called the plunger in the back. So as the first 2 waves would move along, the plungers would literally just stab everyone as they're going to make sure they're dead. So this guy was talking about that was my job. He was just like, we were there, we would go invade this place, blah blah blah, and his job for 8 hours a night was to go and had his heat signature goggles on, any heat signature, he would put rounds in it, no matter what. And he was like, he would do that for 8 hours a day or a night. Heat signature, just blop 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 blop, which is like that's fascinating to me. Like how how someone could be able to disassociate any type of morality feelings and to be able to do a job. Like that was crazy to me. Yeah. Murder. Where's Durs, man? Shout out to Durs. Durs is the man.
Durs is definitely given YouTube content over the past week.
Gotta love it. I should try to get Durs to fight Sticky Goose in a comic fight. That'd be fun.
Do you guys get a lot of random people sending you like funny video clips and shit like through IG, like random?
Yes.
Yeah.
At what point do you tell them that like stop? Like I stopped responding and they're still sending.
Well,
them. Like,
I usually don't respond. I just let it be.
I usually mute them.
Yeah, I mean, I
Days.
did that too.
Yeah.
I put like I restricted their accounts, and it doesn't stop, dude.
Yeah,
And I haven't responded to
Well,
you
the
in months.
chat groups, unfortunately, man. So you know.
No, take the chats off the table. I'm
Oh
just
my
talking
God,
about
those chat groups.
individuals constantly sending funny videos to you personally, and it's just like, bro, I haven't responded to you in 6 months. Why are you still sending me these fucking videos?
I don't get those. I instead for some reason I get invited to like every fucking YouTube auction there is, and I'm like, oh,
Because you're a big
not a,
spender.
yeah, I'm not
They
going.
see your content. That's why.
I'm
It's like,
not
ooh.
going. I'm not going. I'm not going. Sorry.
They see your
Yeah.
content. They're saying, "Oh, wait, he needs content for his weekly show that him unboxing." So it has to be one of my boxes.
I
So
think
that's
because a
what.
lot of people know that I work with animals, I get a lot of people sending me animal clips, and I don't
Sarah
like. And
McLachlan, man.
I think it's nice that people are like, "Oh,
He's the
that's
Sarah
nice. You
McLachlan.
probably don't want to see this," but I'm working with animals like 12 hours a day. Like I don't. A lot of times I'll see a
I want to see your
notification
damn
while I
pets.
have a hand on an animal, and I'll go and check it. Oh, animals, cool. And
Yeah.
I don't ever open them. If someone sends me a reel or something, I never watch them unless it's in like a group chat of like, that I know that's probably being sent because we're all in the same vibe kind of thing. But I don't ever open them.
Yes.
And most of the stuff in the group chat, I scroll right back. I don't
Yeah.
watch this shit. Fucking. If I want to go watch these stupid videos and memes and shit, I'll go fucking Facebook. Christ's sake.
You guys still go on Facebook? I rarely go on Facebook now.
I've never had a Facebook.
I do every once in a while because most of my family stuff's there. So it's like my account there is set to private. Like I get some people try to like, want to friend me. And I'm like, I kind of am a little bit more picky on that because I actually sometimes I used to in the past actually like voice opinions on topics on there, and of course now I really don't do that much anymore either because it's just there's no point. I mean, all you're doing is you're just yelling at the wind.
1000%.
Everybody is stuck in their opinion. Nobody actually wants to have a debate or anything else. They just want to yell their points at you and whatever else. So why bother? It's just going to cause animosity. So let's just move along.
What, you guys don't like watching silly videos like modified vans in Japan? I did click on the one E-Man sent into the group with that wicked ice cream truck.
I did too, and I think
I
I
didn't
ice cream that
regret
day. No, but the group chat is fine. Like that, I'm not talking about the group chat. The group chat is fine. I'm just talking about like, this one cat, man. There's a few of them actually, but this one cat like just doesn't stop in his videos all fucking day, and I haven't responded in months, and he continues to send videos. I restricted the account.
He still finds you.
Huh? What'd you say, bro?
And it still comes through?
Yeah, if you restrict the account, it's like a thing where it just puts it into a hidden folder on your personal side, but it still allows people to tag and send.
Oh, the tags. That's what bugs me. Except because that's like you can't prevent an individual from
your notifications, and I don't want.
Well, the problem, the thing is that because they haven't done where you can prevent a single person from tagging you, because it's either global, nobody can tag you, or like everyone can tag you. It's like,
Lee, I sent you the link a while back. If you're free and want to hop on, homie.
Yeah, there's a ton of things where I get tagged in where it's like the first thing I do is rush in there to go remove me from tag.
Same here.
I don't want to get notifications every time somebody likes or comments on this fucking thing.
Yeah, I don't. That's
like at work. At work, when you get an email and it's sent to
God.
everybody, and it's just like everybody, congratulations. Like, I don't give a damn about that person.
Even that doesn't matter. So I get on like somebody will email something at work, and it's like you're there to, it's like because they want to get you advised or something, or they ask you a question. Oh, this doesn't pertain to my group. This is actually somebody else. And they go, oh, okay, thanks, and they keep you on the frickin' thread as it goes on for months as they work on stuff that has nothing to do with you, and you can't get them to fucking just remove you from the CC list.
Yeah, no, in my job it's a little different because since it's a government agency, they'll do a shout out kind of email, like, "Oh, congratulations to this guy,"
Well,
or
we
something
always
like
get that
that.
shit too. Yeah.
But the problem, I don't mind the shout out because obviously you want to give props to people for what they did, their accomplishments.
It's the
But then
idiot who sends it out that doesn't put all his names in the BCC.
the miss,
Instead they put it in the
the
regulars.
it's the idiot that hits that reply all button.
Well, it's because the person who sent it didn't put everybody's names in the BCC. If you put everybody's names in the blind carbon copy, then you can't reply all to everybody. But it's the sender's fault for fucking being a moron.
Well,
Rob
that
is
it's
100% correct.
No, I know, but that's what they do.
Yeah, we moved that. So that is a point of contention, but at work we stopped that. So it was just like, we're not going to have all employees' emails. I created the Teams channels. Everyone is to use Teams, solely use Teams. And whoever sends out an email like that, they get talked to.
They get talked. Nah, this doesn't work like that here, unfortunately.
I make the rules, so
yeah. Well, I can't tell the government how to do their thing.
We get these, they'll have these alias set up that go to, like, they're basically to groups, entire teams, and like they put these damn things on there, and then they'll last forever. So even like it's not you, but you're part of that group, and you'll still get these damn fucking emails all the time. It's like, oh my god, the amount of emails I delete that have nothing to do with me.
Yeah, and sometimes I miss an email because there's like a bunch of them that'll come through before, and then it's just like they mention you on like the 8th one. So
yeah, I've really kind of like every once in a while, I'm pretty good. I've got some pretty good filters set up that are, but still, every once in a while, something does creep through that you go.
When they ask for your opinion on something, and it's in like the 14th message.
Well,
and
so
they say you didn't respond. It's like, I didn't know I had a question. I had a question to me.
Yeah, well, so like a lot of the emails that like are for our alias group that were, for the team group email, for that, like I said, I have a filter that puts all those just into this generic folder unless my name is specifically in a 2 or a CC on it. And then there's a separate folder where if it's to the alias group where none of my team members are mentioned in there, because they get that way I know it's like, hey, this is generic to our group. Somebody has to respond to it. As the manager, it falls on me. But anything that's like any of my team members are copied on as well, or I'm on, I don't
I feel your pain, sir.
Fucking email, right? Then drive, and I'm like OCD on email, trying to make sure my emails are always clean. I'm on top of them. Then I see some of these sales guys who don't respond to me forever, and you talk to them finally, and you go, "Oh, well, you don't understand. I got like 7,000 unread emails in my inbox." It's like, how do you, as a salesman, and your job is to freaking respond to customers and follow up on leads and whatnot? Well, bye. Do you not freaking, stay on top of your emails?
Yeah, like those, especially with leads. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, like literally yesterday, I sent an email, or I was trying to contact one of our sales guys because his account, I was going to suspend his customers' services at the end of the day because their service contract was up. They had no continuity of service, and we'd already given them a 1-month extension.
Are you here to stay this time?
I am. My alarm clock just turned on, so as I was turning it off, I accidentally clicked myself out of here.
Sure.
Last month we gave them a 1-month extension, so that way the sales guy could work on a long-term contract with them. I got an email from the customer, with them a string of every 5 days trying to reach out to their account manager, say, hey, can we talk about our contract? Can we talk about our contract? We talk about our contract, and they fucking never responded. It's like, I gave you an extension for the sole purpose, and you did nothing with it. You didn't respond to your customer, and now I'm going to suspend your customer. At the end of the day, their business is going to go down because you couldn't frickin', as a salesman, do your one job. You know what, E-Man? I don't like you anymore.
I'm on your team, Rob.
Oh, okay.
That just came out of nowhere. Wow.
In that case, you're cool.
That guy had one job and he failed.
Yeah, that's right.
You failed at City.
Anyways, that was boring to everybody else out there, so I apologize. I'm done.
You should be.
Let's go back to talking about hauling comics down into a basement.
I mean, it's not like we don't have enough drama in the community right now, Rob, but it's
I
okay.
don't know what you're talking about. I don't know any of it. I don't pay attention to it.
Rob doesn't entertain to those conversations.
It serves no purpose except to validate their intent to get more attention, views, and interactions.
You tell them, Rob. You tell them.
So
Gosh.
So here's something that Rob might be interested in. PSA, is it worth it?
I don't know. I have no experience with PSA as a grader, whether it be cards or anything else, let alone comics. I don't like the slab that we've seen from the looks. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I don't like the appearance of the label. I never thought I would, as a guy who used to rally against people who would say shit all the time. I'm going to get CGC because I like their label. I will say though, there's a difference between the old CBCS label and the PSA label is just like, yeah.
And it's not like you can't listen to Rob, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he has experience or anything. Like he doesn't know anything about slapped comics.
I don't have any experience with PSA. I don't know. I mean, when they come out, when they start doing comics officially, I might send one just to to do a review on it and see it. But at the end of the day, it's really going to come down to what's the community going to think of it, right? Because that's what's driven CGC so damn much is that is the community, for right or wrong, it's mostly for wrong, has decided that that's the standard bearer and only puts value on that you can buy even CBCS books sometimes significantly less just because it's in a CBCS holder versus the CGC. And I don't think most people will debate that the grade of a CBCS book is generally on par, if with a CGC grade. They're just as good as. It's just the book isn't as valued as high. And then there's people like DJ who are cosmetic whores and only want their books to have one single label across the entire collection.
Keep in mind, DJ doesn't want just a single label. He wants a single number, specific number.
No, so I mean, that's not necessarily true. I do have some CBCS slabs, but
they hurt you. They hurt you deeply, don't they?
Hold on. As a collector, we're always looking for the next thing. So slowly, I am sending in my CBCS slabs to get converted to CGC, the non-signed ones. But I have no beef with the CBCS slab. I think the CBCS slab is a better slab.
Right.
The labels have always been janky to me, and I don't like even the new label. I like the one right before this new label was announced. Like, that one was cool.
I like the label.
All right, well then.
I think it's a cool. I think the CBCS label is cool. I just think the service is bad.
Yeah, they've definitely done some.
Shut up! Shut up! I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
What do you want to hear? You don't want to hear
Marcus, what? Don't you start with that football talk? Do you hear me? I don't want to hear none of that sports ball stuff right now, Marcus. It's too early.
Are you ready for some football?
I am. I love football.
I'm ready to gamble my face off, dude.
Wow.
I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna gamble my ass off. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it, man. You guys are a great team. You really are. Brock Purdy does not get enough respect.
And I have zero. I truly have zero hate against Kansas City. I do enjoy watching the games. I really do.
I mean, really,
there's rumors that last night I saw some rumors that potentially they're going to announce the signing
of Ayuk.
Yep.
Oh God, thank God.
There was rumors last night that unofficial rumors that it's that there's a deal in principle.
Yeah. If they do some stuff, if they restructure a couple of contracts, they'll free up some.
Well, there's different ways that you can do it. There's a lot of probably will have a lot of bonus money and probably be potentially back end loaded, obviously, so
Yeah,
you can
free
decide
up some cash, yeah.
what you're going to do. But who knows?
Okay, enough of that because I don't want to lose all of Mark's audience here. Let's talk comics. Look, this is this is a
nobody
comic.
loves sports ball. Let's stop doing that.
I hear that this is a comic, book community. What's everyone been reading? Like, what's the deal?
I'm actually been. Oh my god, I have been reading like all the books that have been coming in each week. I don't have a stack of books waiting to be read anymore. It's for 3 weeks in a row. It's really bizarre to me.
You actually read comics, Rob? I thought you put everything in like tough plastic labels and
You
hang
would
them up
think
on your
so,
wall.
but I've actually everything that's been coming in, I've been reading actually.
Wow.
I'm so far behind.
Even Spider-Man.
Oh my goodness, you're actually reading Spider-Man. This
Amazing
is
Spider-Man. That's been so rough for a while. I was like, I had skipped a few issues, but got back on the horse.
Is it still rough, or are they pulling it out? What's going on with that?
Well, this arc is ending. This whole creative team is leaving short in like 2 more issues, I think it is. So I actually really kind of enjoyed this last issue, which potentially, they're kind of indicating that maybe, they killed the Green Goblin. We'll see.
again. Okay.
Well, without killing the person.
See, this is
It's like they made it like the Green Goblin's like an entity now, which is a little bit weird. I hate when they do shit like that, but whatever.
He's gonna come back. Like what Mark said before, like a lot of these comic book characters are legacy characters. Yeah, they're gonna leave. They're gonna live on forever somehow, some way. Unless they're like in Something's Killing the Children, right? Marcus, like once they're dead, they're dead.
Yeah.
which is crazy to think that like Marvel has to live by certain
One
rules.
last story with Tombstone, which will be cool because I do dig Tombstone.
Like Marvel has to live by certain rules, right? Like they have to kill characters off and then bring it back. But like certain indie books, it's like when you kill something off, it's like it's dead. Like you don't see it again unless it gets in a flashback. So
Speaking of Something is Killing the Children, are you guys picking up Hello Darkness?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't understand it was a series. I was like, what is this? I just read one story and I thought that was it. Now I understand there's going to be more, so I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, I haven't read it. Is it tied to Something's Killing the Children?
So it's more than an anthology series. So within it, there's like 8 different stories, and they're like 4 or 5 pages. But there's a Something is Killing the Children's story within Hello Darkness, which is pretty cool. And immediately, Marcus, like when I was reading it, I thought of you. I was like, yo, I hope this guy picked this up.
I did, and so thankfully somebody gave me the heads up because I didn't know about it. But yeah, like I said, I thought it was a one-shot story, so I was pissed at first. But now I'm excited to see what's next.
So what it's an anthology series? Is it just like short stories within
it's
like
just a bunch of short stories? Yeah,
it's a horror book kind of thing, like not like Silver Coin because that was only one story.
Like Creepshow.
Yeah.
But how Creepshow has 2. So this one has like I think it was like 7 or 8 little stories, and then some of them are just 1 pages. But then there was a Something is Killing the Children, like a 4-page little story, which was pretty cool.
I gotta duck out. I gotta go to Romania.
All right, dog.
Enjoy yourself.
Have fun.
Did you guys see the controversy with that? I think they were from Romania.
Dos Vidania.
That lady boxer. I don't know.
Oh shit!
Circumstance.
Yeah, I saw that.
Logan Paul situation.
No,
Marcus said, "Let's get this stream taken down now."
No, from my understanding, there was a fighter from Algeria.
Yeah.
And she looks very like
Dudish.
She's a man.
Yeah.
She's actually not. Though. She's a biological woman. Which
for real? I did not know.
Yeah, no.
Wait.
It's
Logan Paul got it.
There's definitely more gray area than stating either of those phrases as being absolutely true.
Now, to my understanding, I thought
I don't know. I just read that people I trust are saying that she was born a woman or a female, but I actually don't know outside of that. But the people who were saying it were credible to me for sure.
Yeah, because
Do
I
you
read it
know,
and I
like,
thought that
that,
she
like,
failed the genetics test.
Yeah,
so
that's
do
what
you know
happened.
that,
She had
like,
high testosterone levels. Yeah.
you know that, like,
Yeah, Eman.
Wonder what that was supposed to mean, though.
Yeah, I don't know anything about anything when it comes to this, honestly.
the stuff that I saw, it talks about how
Fucking Izzy.
Just saying.
I will say that while I am pro let everybody be who they are, I do
As am I.
I do not like the idea of a masculine being competing. You know, I mean, it gives me concern. I don't want to get. I want to stay PC here, but it does give me concern to see that. That's the one part of the argument.
For context,
I don't know about this one.
I don't even know if I want to get into this.
Yeah, it's dangerous territory, bro.
I would say the only way it's safer if it's in the same weight class. You have to be within the weight class.
There's
Nah,
just
dude.
That's the way I look at it.
It shouldn't even be combat sports.
There's
Like,
a
I could-
reason,
Yeah.
and as long as we're paying attention to that reason, I can get by. But
No, when I saw
Wait,
that
for
when
context, just I'll just put this out there. In 2013, the person was disqualified from the International Boxing Association for gender ineligibility.
Okay.
so it's questionable because you're not even allowed to
It's
do
not a
that.
questionable thing. Like,
You're not allowed to do that in Algeria, is my understanding. It's not accepted in the country. You're not allowed.
It was based on a DNA test, by the way, because based on a DNA test, the person was disqualified for not fitting into the women's boxing.
Alan says it was last year, not 11 years ago.
That's
But
why
she competed. She competed in the previous Olympics, didn't she?
I think you did say 2013. I think I heard that too. I might be wrong though.
I say we put a wig on Tyson and send him to the Olympics.
He'll do it.
Yeah, I think Tyson even already said something.
Yeah. I don't like that culture war fight at all. It's probably my least favorite culture war fight, honestly.
100%.
Yeah, but in the Olympics, the boxer that was fighting said person quit, and 40-something seconds in, like, I'm not boxing somebody who's going to literally ruin my whole career if I take a couple punches from them.
I ain't mad at it. If I was her and I looked at what I was fighting, I would have been out too. There's that one boxer, like a fight between two men, where the boxer comes in, looks at the dude, and is like, "Nope." It just that would have been me. I'm like, "Nope, I'm out." I don't care what anybody says. This is not happening.
I don't know what Alan's talking about.
No one ever does.
We're talking about the Olympics from this year, Alan. Person was disqualified from stuff last year, but they also the Olympic board fired the people that wrote the same gender rules that were going into effect this year, and they reverted back to the open gender rules for this year.
They just wanted something to talk about in the Olympics, instead of smashing.
Well, it seems like it's the theme of the Olympics. The culture war is the theme of this year's Olympics, from the opening games to
Woo-wee, how about that, right? I mean, but this like, I feel like a lot of people were acting like they didn't know.
What about that ceremony, though?
What happened with the? I'm lost.
Have you guys not heard of Paris? If you guys don't.
I was about to say, I don't know how people. How doesn't this stuff just pop up on y'all's stuff naturally? Whether you search out,
that's
Olympics
because
or
it's
not,
for
it's just
some people.
worldwide news.
That's
I
because of
avoid
my,
these things.
that's because of my feed. I see Japanese.
Yeah, they did a
ice cream
drag
trucks
show for the opening
online.
ceremony. They were like they were
Vietnamese
borderline-
ducks or something like that.
What people feel were openly mocking Christian religion, but they try to
What
pull
the
like
hell?
a little out, like it's the Feast of Dionysus. There was a literal dude with his nutsack hanging out of his boy shorts on national television celebrating sports.
The damn French. The damn French.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie.
Great,
The metal band on the tower was pretty sweet.
Yo, in that dude's
Celine
defense,
Dion crushed
hold on,
it
wait a
as
minute.
well.
In that dude's defense, the first Olympic Games were played naked in Greece. That's a historical fact. So
He's just trying to be
They were
accurate. I'm just trying to get it back to the way things were, man. This is just the way it was, man. That's just, I'm just saying.
He's just trying to keep the culture alive.
wow. It's funny. I'm not hearing about any of this stuff. And we like yesterday. We watched. I watched one of the basketball games the other day, and then yesterday we watched the freaking the women's gymnastics finals.
Wait, didn't USA basketball men's like play today?
I watched the other game when they the Sudan when they played against the South Sudan, which is insane how the South Sudan team never played indoor basketball until the Olympics. So they're about to open an indoor basketball court or whatever it is in South Sudan, but they have yet to play, or they haven't played an indoor basketball game until they made it to the Olympics, that's like some movie stuff. And for them in the exhibition game to almost beat the US, they lost by 1 point.
I saw that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Sports. This is my extent of sports talk.
I thought you were a sports guy, DJ, for some reason.
No, not at all. I'm anti-sport.
Anti-sport. Oh my goodness.
I'm anti-sport.
He watches wrestling, so you know that's the sport.
I think sports are designed to distract the masses from what's really going on.
They clearly are. They always have been, right? They always have been.
Here's what's really going on in the world today.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know why that sounded like the beginning of like a 1980s rap song. This is what's going on in the world today.
We're not against rap.
Not against rappers.
But we are against those thugs.
Yo, like what if the World Cup last month or whatever?
Yeah.
So Madeline, Mrs. Lynx is just like, I want to see the World Cup. I'm just like, all right, go ahead, put the World Cup or whatever.
World Cup is fun.
No, and then to me, I'm just like, all right, like I totally get the strategy involved. I totally understand it. But for me, it just looks like dudes running around trying to kick a ball. Like,
play some FIFA on PlayStation 5. I really started to get into the game a lot more playing the video game.
I got into it watching Ted Lasso, and then I stopped as soon as Ted Lasso ended.
Yeah, Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso's awesome.
I'll get back into it when Ted Lasso comes back and stop again when that season's over.
Ted Lasso is one of those shows where like there was so much buzz, people talking about how great it is, and a lot of times when people do that, you go watch it and you're disappointed.
See, this is
the genius. Not disappointed.
This is the genius behind Mark. He knows how to twist a conversation to make you go a different direction.
Ted Lasso has been gone for like over a year now, and people are still watching. It's still one of the top.
I refuse to watch Ted Lasso. I'm not giving it.
Man, it's
I'm not giving it to the hype.
You're a loser.
I refuse.
It is so freaking good, man. You should watch
Report
it.
me for bullying. You're a loser.
That's right.
And you know what? I am not going to report you because I've been through worse. Oh no, he called me a name.
Soccer was just a commie plot. There's Beckerman.
So back to the soccer thing. Yo, so the most exciting thing about the game, I kid you not. So outside of my backyard window, on the side of the house, on the right side, there's another house, whatever. So there's a bunch of Colombian people that live there. And they always like throw these parties, blah, blah, blah. They had the giant inflatable screen up. They're all watching it. And when Argentina scored, me and my wife, we literally got up and ran to the back to look out the window to see their reaction. And it was like silence. Like no one moved. Everyone is just looking at the screen perfectly still. It was beautiful.
That is in
best
soccer.
thing about Ted Lasso, bar none, is John's Comics with Kids cosplay as Ted Lasso.
That was good.
I'll give him that.
I don't understand the Ted Lasso hate. That doesn't make any sense.
So
None.
all right.
DJ, tell us about how much the tickets were for you to go see Madam Web.
I saw it for Freezy over here.
DJ, how much did you pay for the
Got
Madam
it.
Web?
I didn't hear you. Huh?
How much did the Blu-ray cost of Madam Web?
I'm waiting for Black Friday to get it like 50% off.
Okay.
I will be. I'm a
completionist.
I will be getting Madam Web. I'll never watch it, but I'll be getting Madam Web. So my friend, right? So I have a buddy, and he's just like everything that he says. Shout out to Gabe, right? His name is Gabe. I love Gabe. He has this thing where he probably is, where everything that he says is just like it's law, and it's like because he's a video director, he's a music video director, like he's like in the industry, and when he says something, it's just like you have to watch this show. It's the greatest show ever made, and it's just like. Fuck you! I'm not listening to you, and just for that, I'm never watching Ted Lasso.
Watch
So
it.
it's
Don't
Gabe's
tell
fault.
him.
And
You're
aside
welcome,
aside from
You
that,
just don't want to make sure he's right. He's like,
listen,
damn it, you're right, man.
aside from that, and this is a complete true story, I was in the city. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I was legit on 44th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues, right by the fires. There's a fire station right there. I'm walking. I see Jason Sudeikis. So then I'm like, oh shit, Jason Sudeikis. And he just gave me an ill, dirty look, and he just like turned his face and kept walking. So I was like,
He
Oh, the
knew.
video.
He knew.
and this is years
Like,
before Ted
that's-
Lasso was ever even
That's
developed.
the
No,
guy.
he
That's the guy
during-
who's gonna hate my show. That
Yeah,
he's
so
gonna.
during
I
the
could tell he's
strike-
gonna. Show.
During the strike, he was at 40. He was in Rockefeller. He was one of the guys with the picketers, and I got a chance to see him.
He was peacefully protesting.
He was
He's awesome
protesting.
as far as I can see. That dude is.
Man,
Yeah, he
Fuck
was
him
cool.
and his dirty. Fuck him and his dirty sneakers. His sneakers were terrible. He had on some old ass Air Cortez. I was just like, get out of here, Jason Sudeikis.
I just want to say how much I appreciate the New York accents on this stream today. It's lovely. Steak is.
Hey,
He
he was a picketer. He was a picketer.
He was a picketer. You know what I'm saying? He was just there with his sign. He was just doing his sign. He was just doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? The same, man. While he was having a bagel and the pizza, all that good stuff.
Jason
I'm
Sudeikis.
so messed up. I know you're Puerto Rican, but why do you sound like an Italian New Yorker, Izzy? I'm sorry.
Because I live in an area where
He thinks
the
he's
Puerto
Carlito
Ricans
from
and the
Carlito's Way.
Italians hang out together. You know what I'm saying?
Was he from Pleasant Avenue?
Arthur Avenue, baby. Damn road.
Like Carlito from Carlito's Way? Al Pacino, he was Puerto Rican. Worst Puerto Rican in the history of movies.
He was also a Cuban.
Cuban,
So,
yeah.
so-
His Cuban accent in Scarface, man. It's to this. Like, wait, what?
No, Scarface was the shit, dog.
but he
You
was
know what?
Cuban.
You know what? I've always thought Scarface was overrated.
No, I told her.
He's just gonna say that and he's gonna leave, I guess.
Wow. I mean, I can see that argument. I don't think so. I
I
think
will say it's not his best performance. And I love Scarface.
you know what's
His
funny.
best performance to me is Dog Day Afternoon.
His Scarface is obviously, aside from the violence, and it was a good script by Oliver Stone. I think his performance actually carried the movie. Al
Brian
Pacino.
De Palma
Like-
directed it well too.
Wait, someone
Yeah.
I missed it. I was looking at work stuff. Did Eman slander Scarface?
He did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yes, he did.
I did.
Go ahead.
I did.
Call him out.
I
Say
did.
something.
But here to my defense, this. I
my
didn't.
Defend himself.
I didn't watch. I honestly didn't watch Scarface until like 2015. I never grew up watching Scarface, but
It
I
holds up.
I get
Yeah,
why a lot of people love Scarface and whatnot, and
It
especially
holds
like,
up, dude. You can still watch that movie and it's still good.
I saw it in AMC 25 and 42nd Street for the 30th anniversary with the entire cast.
That was a lot of
It's-
numbers, DJ. Can you say that again?
AMC 25. I'm sorry, Izzy knows what I'm talking about. AMC 25 on 42nd Street, the big movie theater. So I saw Scarface the 30th anniversary. They
What
re-released
are
it in
you
theaters.
saying? Is this English?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No.
Oh shit!
Yeah, nobody
So
understands.
there's a theater in 20. There's a theater in 42nd Street that has an AMC 25 movies, and he went to see the 30th anniversary of Scarface.
Why didn't he just say that?
Yeah, you want to hear something funny about Scarface? That this is, I mean, this doesn't have anything to do with the movie, but all right, let me just. This is another. I don't know. One of
Felt
my
like he was
remarks.
throwing up gang signs. I'm sorry.
I am. It's funny because I'm here speaking with my hands, like legit. Yo, I was standing outside of this club. So it was me, Mrs. Lynx, my brother-in-law, and then his wife, whatever. We're waiting to get into this club. 235th. That's the name of the club. Super racist. We were turned away, whatever. Long story short. We're waiting online to get into this club. So then my brother calls me and he's just like, oh, do you know any spots where I could take my friend to? And I was just like, I'm in front of 235th. We're about to, we're waiting online. He was like, oh, I'm with Manolo from Scarface. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, whatever. And I'm meaning like, not like that's cool. I'm like, get the fuck out. Like, come on, man, you bugging. Because my brother, the ice skater, is known to tell some tall tales. We're online, yo.
Wait a minute. You're gonna drop the fact that your brother's an ice skater, and that's
No, that's
That was
leaving
a-
at that?
That was
That's
a
old
reference to
news.
something I did not get, but I'm sure it's hilarious.
He's a legit ice skater. Anyway, so
Legit is subjective, but he
Yeah,
fancies
legit
himself
is-
one.
yo, so we're online, and how like 30 minutes later, we're still online, by the way. Yo, I see this dude, and I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, yo, Michael, yo, how I go? And he was like, oh, what's that? And I was like, what are you doing? He was like, oh, I'm with yeah, he said his real name. So then I look, yo, how is fucking Manolo and Chichi from Scarface? And this was probably like 8 years ago. And I was just like, yo, what the hell are you doing with these people? He was like, oh, that they were filming like a bootleg movie. So he was DJing at in a strip club. And they were filming the movie in the strip club, and they wanted to go chill, blah, blah. So he took them to like this spot. And I was just like, holy shit, Michael. And they went in, and we were turned away at the door. Because the
Stephen
color of our
Bauer.
skin. Stephen Bauer, that was his name.
You can't.
Born
put
Esteban
that.
Ernesto Echeverria Sampson.
Stephen
I'm sure I
Bauer.
butchered that. Help me with that. Esteban Ernesto Echeverria? Echeverria?
No, that's perfect, dog.
Oh, nice.
It's Chavaria. That's
I
a
was-
Chavaria.
There we go. That's what I was looking for the reels. There you go.
So many
We will
numbers.
put some random shit with an accent.
So
Just
many
ask
numbers.
Echeverria.
mozzarella.
Chavaria.
Echevarria.
I knew a guy named Chavaria. Said I knew him, but don't know him now.
Fucking Stephen Bauer.
I
Yeah,
completely forgot. I completely forgot the name Manolo was in Scarface. I'm not gonna lie. I have like a couple of friends that actually call me that.
Famous
They call you Manolo?
Yeah, yeah.
I love-
got a couple.
I love Manny.
This, this is a fire cover. Look at that thing. Let me take the blur off for a second here.
I get it, because there's fire on it.
yeah.
Velvet.
Look at that cover, man. Look at that Doom cover.
That's actually gorgeous.
That is pretty dope.
Who's the artist?
I'm not sure.
Looks familiar. I
It
can't.
looks like a Massaferi. I gotta look it up now.
Dog Day Afternoon that's up there with Al Pacino's. I love Dog Day
I
Afternoon.
love that movie, and it still holds up today, especially the story behind it.
Attica.
Mhm.
True story too.
Yeah.
That was
imagine
funny.
if they redid that movie today.
Hold on, I'm imagining it.
I
Attica.
could see
Attica.
him redoing it though. I definitely see him redoing it somehow.
Nah, I think the whole. I don't know, man.
Come on, the whole concept of the movie is he's trying to get
love it
money
when
for
you do.
his lover, so his lover could have a change, a sex change.
You just gave me a hard on with that one. I love it.
That was so funny.
Oh,
The blow handle covers.
Yo,
Legion
but
just posted. Oh, I love
What's
it.
the wind
Blowjob
resistance on those blowjob handles?
Yeah.
I'm just a catty bitch when I'm jealous.
yeah, that was funny when he said that. He was like,
That
"I'm just
was
a catty
so
bitch
funny.
when I'm jealous."
So fun, man. That movie was a lot of fun. The story wasn't the tightest, most interesting story, but overall, it was just fun.
It was just entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like it was
don't-
definitely what it needed to be for what they were doing.
One.
I don't think they were worried about a story, to be honest.
Yeah, the story wasn't the point, really.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, Marcus. Look at this. Look at this cover. Now let me take this thing off. Oh, I turned the camera off.
There it
Looks
is.
great.
It's great.
That's
Look.
great, right?
Fantastic.
Here you go. Look at. So it's a Something's Killing the Children signed by Titan.
Nice. Is that the ink?
Talking about who?
James Titan.
Oh,
I've heard of this James Titan. He's big in the
Yeah.
comic book industry.
What
It's-
book is that, though? Is it the pen and ink?
he's colossal.
He's colossal.
He's colossal.
Hmm.
It's the. I don't think it's the pen and ink. Let me see.
I know this James
I
Titan.
have that
is
Oh, it is. It is the pen.
enormous.
No, it is the pen and ink. My bad.
That's what I thought.
And
I have that book. I just couldn't quite remember what it was.
Yeah. Okay. I'll hold this one for you.
Shut
Oh,
up.
I have
You
plenty.
don't
Don't,
ever
worry about me when it comes to that.
You have
series.
You don't got the signature? Do you
I
want
got
the signature?
I got
Signature?
lots.
The signature? That's what I heard
Do
too.
you want the sig? I got the sig. I got the sig.
Flo actually already sent me that. I already got.
You know
that
what?
from
Screw
Flo.
it. You get nothing then. Forget it. Forget I even mentioned anything.
I'm saying
Shut
the
up.
homie
Get,
Flo,
yeah,
Bada
yeah,
Boom.
yeah, whatever, man.
Shout out to the Bada Boom podcast, the homie.
You know what I'm
Flo
saying?
already
Oh, now
hit
you gotta
me.
give shout out to other people. You see that's how it's
In all
gonna be?
seriousness, with DJ and Izzy being neighbors, and Izzy always going to all these cool in-store things that are happening in y'all's area, you don't ever think about hitting those up, DJ? Like Flo goes to him, Izzy goes to him. I know you got to be in like go to him distance.
DJ's too big for that. He's going to take too much of the
Like
spotlight
Jeff
away from
Johns
the
was
guests.
there at one of them recently.
You know
He's
what I'm
having
saying?
that
Is that DJ Links? DJ Links is here, guys.
Yeah, DJ doesn't go to them because when he arrives, they'd be like, "Oh, screw the guy in the table. I know he's top of the line. This is DJ
Wow.
Links here, man."
I'm telling you. I'm
I'll be
telling
out,
you.
like Mark, you know this. So no, I don't ever think about going to these things. My day, and I've said this before, I go by a strict schedule. I have timers on, and it's just like at 11 I have to go do this. At blah blah on my whatchamacallit. So I try to do everything by a schedule, and if I don't have to do something, I try not to. I don't partake in it. So that stuff like that, outside of any comic book stuff, outside of going to a con, I try not to do, and except going out like to my LCS, I try not to do. And the rest of the time that I have free time, instead of occupying it with that, I just try to spend it with the family and stuff like that. But that's just, it's not something that I want to do. So for example, like with the Tinian stuff, shout out to Izzy for showing that book.
Titan.
I know.
Whatever his name is, Titan.
Titan. Look, James Titan. We heard you.
They'll have
Go
all
ahead.
those books on the shelf for weeks, like
That's
there
true.
for so people could go in and buy it. So it's not like you could go and get the signature, but they'll have the signed books up on the shelf for weeks at Midtown Comics because they sign hundreds of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not something that I'm interested in doing, like going and meeting artists and stuff outside of like a con. That's not my thing. So like my LCS, for example, they had Steranko last month. They'll have like a bunch of people, but they'll do it on weird, like they'll do it Friday from 3 to 5, and it's just like everyone's working. So how would
Are you
whatever.
referring to
That's-
Royal
that's-
Collectibles?
That's
Yeah,
kind
Roy
of smart.
Mhm.
That's kind of smart. They're trying not to allow like too many people in, so they'll put
Yo.
in like in weird times.
They're
the
just
weird
not
thing?
set-
The
they're
weird
just
thing was
not telling.
one time I went to Royal Collectibles on a Saturday, so I go and it was a crazy long ass line, and I wanted to go to get a hot toy. So then I'm just like, what the hell? And I'm like, who's here? They're like Neil Adams, and this is right before Neil Adams passed. So then I'm like, but what if I don't want a Neil Adams thing? Can I come in? They were like, yeah, sure. And I went in, I got my hot toy, and then I paid for it, and then I left. But I'm just not a real. It's just now with the cons and stuff like that, and getting into like Daniel Warren Johnson when we met him and got his sig, John Jang, like the newer people there's like a. I don't want to say a relationship, but like Eman, you know, Mark, you know, like John Jang is the homie. So going is a must when you go to a con to go and see him and talk with him and show him and stuff like that. But as far as like other older creators, it's not my thing.
Who's your favorite creator to see at a con?
Bam.
I don't know the answer.
I didn't even open this yet.
For me, it's always gonna be Jang. Like I don't know, because he's the homie. But as far as like old school creators and stuff like that, I've always been a character person, so I never really cared like who created the character. It's just now, like knowing these people through YouTube and through social media and stuff like that, that I care about them as creators.
JB, and that's what really killed Neil Adams.
Oh wow,
100%. That was a long-winded way of saying fuck them signings.
Neil Adams was one of those guys that some people liked him, some people didn't.
Nah, he was cool.
He seemed dope to me.
Yeah.
Alan says, "Don't open that July BTC box. It's not that good." Is that what yours is, E-Man, or is that just a purchase?
It's a purchase. It's a purchase.
What's in the box? I'm going to guess Transformers John Jang variant number 10.
You have guessed
correctly. God, that's a cover right there, man.
It really is. Oh, come on, camera, focus. There it is. Focus.
There it is. Yeah. That's insane. There's so much little detail and stuff through all of that one.
Wow.
The Constructicon.
That's gorgeous right there.
Shout out to Constructicons.
Badge for the kill. This is amazing. Like, you know me, like I really try to stick with just collecting Optimus, but I needed this one. This cover was so sick. So much detail.
Man, I'm going to send you a message. You can't share it.
Don't open it.
I will happily
Careful.
accept this message.
Take a
I
look
bet you.
inside.
Hold on.
It's taking the cake.
I assume this is a shocking message.
What?
Yes, it is. You have it. Yeah, insane, isn't it?
Dude. Like, I have like one of his Insecticons. I haven't collected all of his Transformers, but when I saw that, yeah, I know. You're a bigger Jang fan than I am. I love Jang.
No,
I just can't go get everything.
I'm just not as good with money as you are. That's all it is.
My ass, I'm so irresponsible with it.
Okay, well, I was trying to give you an out. Whatever.
But yeah, I saw that one right there. I was in Texas last weekend, and I was like really close to meeting up with Nelson too, but I had like landed
Texas
late in
is
the
pretty
afternoon.
big, buddy.
What was that?
I said Texas is pretty big.
Yeah, well, I was like 20 minutes away from Nelson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would try like hell to go by there if I was in Texas.
Yeah, I was gonna go by there like last Saturday, but he was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm not there." He's he dipped out to like Oklahoma City for some reason. I was like, "Oh, okay, you know what?
Like,
Next
I'm
time
not
I'm in
working on
town."
my off day to meet you.
Pretty much. He's like, "I don't work on the weekends." Like, okay, all right, I get it. Oh, Bizzle! I didn't know you're in Texas. Yeah, I was in Dallas last weekend. I was close to meeting up with Trev too, but I was only there for like 48 hours. Landed on Friday, dipped out early Sunday.
Nice.
Meeting up with a friend. Oh, look at that!
The
Sweet.
The
Insecticons.
Insecticons.
His Megatron and Optimus, I think, are still the best from the IDW thing, man.
Mhm.
Whatever that was called, 2000 or something. I don't know.
Oh God.
I want to see him do a Spike one day, just for the hell of it.
Lee?
No.
Yes.
Spike. No, I'm talking about Spike to do like the character Spike. That would be cool. I would like to see that.
Don't waste a Transformer cover on Spike.
No. Why would you want John Jay?
Spike? I like.
Wow.
Spike. How about
There you
Spike
go.
and his kid with the exosuit?
Ain't nobody care about if we like him or not, but why would you burn a Transformer? There's so many Transformers left to do.
Just for the hell of it.
I want to see him do a Predaking. Like I would love to see if he could put the detail into
Has he done a
Devastator? I want to see Predaking.
You know what would be
Have you done
legitimately cool is if he does like a Unicron, but from like a deep space perspective, where he's like next to a planet. That's where we get like a spacey cover, like with Unicron. You know what I mean? Like big by a planet or
What
something.
about Ultra Magnus?
Oh yeah, dude, Ultra Magnus would be sick.
Ultra
too.
Magnus would be sick. Ultra Magnus, Rodimus.
Like with the way the story's going right now, like having Ultra Magnus in there too, I think it would be pretty sick.
I wonder if there's a
cover.
Hot Rod cover planned because we saw what's coming
Oh,
in
it
the
has
free
to
comic
be.
book day book.
It has to come sooner or later.
Yeah, see, DVH knows Predaking would be phenomenal.
But I still want to
there's
Spike.
There's so many different like robots throughout all of the iterations, all the
I
different
want to see a
iterations.
Spike. I want to see a Wheeljack.
Oh, dude, his Wheeljack would probably be sick.
I want to see Hot Rod, but I want it to be from the movie Transformers: The Last Night. I stop at the time.
Oh my
The
god!
less we talk about that movie, the better.
I hated that so much.
I don't think I've.
You're okay.
Did I see that one? I think I saw that.
If you saw it, it says Madam Web levels.
No.
It's bad. It is
No.
bad.
It was better than Madam Web.
Crazy as hell, dude.
Like
It is. It
like
was
the CGI
trying to
was
be
cool.
good.
Yeah,
It was trying to be good. That's the problem with that movie.
No.
just the way just the way Michael Bay treated the Transformers. I hate it. Like the first two were okay.
Samuel
they were fun.
Witwicky.
After that, it was just like
The first one was fine, but I knew it was going to go through a wrong path with that movie. So
yeah, it was fine. It was fine.
What was the second one? Was The Fallen or the
Yeah, the second one was Revenge of the Fallen, which was a writer's strike.
which is the
film.
one where
Third
that they
one is Dark of the
decimated
Moon.
they decimated Chicago.
That's the third one, Dark of the Moon, where the last hour of the film is an epic
Yo.
battle downtown. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Bro, that one I love my action movie buff and all that stuff. Yeah, that was kind of too much. I was just like, yo, what the hell? Like,
That's over $1 billion film and back when it came out too. Not one of these 2022 box office inflated prices $1 billion films, but That was $1 billion film back in 2012.
That shit was cray to me, dog. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Thanks to China, though. Thanks to China, because China opened up their
Sentinel
movie
Prime.
theaters.
China.
They love those movies.
See, I still want to see a whole CGI Transformers movie like what they did at the beginning of Bumblebee. Like I need the fall of Cybertron. I need that.
Fuego.
That's what I want to see.
I will tell you this much: the animated movie that's coming out, I was surprised how good that movie really is. Like you're gonna get some good scenes.
Will I?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some moments.
There's
gonna be like moments.
As a G1 fan myself, will I be impressed? Am I going to be like, oh, this is phenomenal?
I'm not gonna put it up to that tier for you because I know how you guys are, but I will tell you it is the second.
What do you mean?
I mean you guys. Yeah, you guys. You TF people. You TF people. I will put it. It is the second best Transformer movie.
What's your number one? Transformers 1?
Come on, Transformers the movie.
The movie.
I've never seen
the real Transformers.
I only want to talk Michael Bay films here. Y'all kill me. I'm like the only person who likes them.
I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. I've never. First of all, because when I saw them, I didn't know who was fighting who at first.
That's why I didn't like it. That's why I did. That's the only complaint. Is like I never knew who was fighting who.
Like who's this? Who's that? Who's this?
I hear people with that criticism often, and I never had that issue. I don't know what it was.
I had it. So never did I understand who was who in a fight in those fight scenes.
What's going on, Scotty?
So you saw them running to each other, then after they ran to each other, it just became.
Like they're fighting. It's happening.
You know, like when you have like one Lego set and then the other Lego set, you just kind of smash them together. That's kind of what it looked like.
I love
smashing. Like and it was like you knew somebody stabbed somebody. Like yo, and
you have no idea who did what. Yeah.
And did he stab him or did he like? What did he do?
I 100% agree with that assessment. You can't.
I enjoyed the first movie though. The first movie was great. Megan Fox was incredible.
Well, of course, Megan Fox was great.
I was talking to Tyler. He sent me a clip talking about how Michael Bay was ahead of his time. He
also recommended May December, so that argument is null and void.
He was talking about the clip, not Tyler. The clip was recommending Michael Bay was ahead of his time, having Optimus Prime doing a monologue that cuts into Linkin Park, and the clip was at the end of Transformers where Shia LaBeouf is laying on the hood of Bumblebee and Megan Fox is on top of him making out. and I messaged Tyler. I said, just imagine if the roles were reversed and you're just chilling and Bumblebee and RC come lay on top of you and start making out.
Oh man,
I love it. So inappropriate.
That's hilarious.
Sweating on Bumblebee, like, dude, get off of me.
No, I will say this. I thought Rise of the Beast was really good. I just hope that there would have been more of the
Rising.
The Maximals. It would have been nice to see you.
Oh, that was the last one, right?
Yeah. That one was good.
Movie.
It wasn't enough beasts for Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, it's Rise of the Beast, not the starring the Beasts.
Yeah.
But yeah, a great
Star the Beast
scene with them too.
I thought the voice for
Optimal.
Yeah, I thought his voice was really good.
Yeah, and Pete Davidson did amazing too.
He
man.
crushed it. Yeah.
Like I was so surprised.
I was like, oh man, I'm gonna hate him. No, yeah, I really enjoyed his character. I haven't
seen
the
Transformers live action film that I didn't enjoy a lot. I mean, obviously I got to order to
any of them. I don't think any of them are super whack.
I think one of the best fight scenes, and you can definitely tell them apart. I think that's one thing that they started with in Age of Extinction. You know, after the Battle of Chicago was where the Transformers are now hunted by the humans because of the destruction and damage. And you're muted, Marcus. And after that one, what they did was they changed their design a little bit. Optimus scanned a new truck. He had more blue on him. He had more red on him. John Goodman came in as Hound, and he was very green. The characters had more color through them instead of just spots of color. That way you could tell them apart really easily. But in The Last Night, when Optimus goes full Nemesis and him and Bumblebee fight on the ship coming out of the water and everything, that fight was insane. especially if you watch it like Ultra HD and stuff. It's like what I use to show people. Like people come over like, oh wow, that TV is crazy, because a lot of people don't have UHD. And I'll put The Last Night in, and I'll go straight to that scene. It's absolutely nuts.
How nuts is it?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Planters.
You want to get nuts? Come
Hey,
on.
JB.
Yo, what's up, Justin Birch?
Hi, everyone.
I read your book. I liked it. You did good.
I hated it.
I was honestly being hypercritical and paying close attention to all the little nuances of the lettering in Nice House by the Sea, knowing
Good,
that
you should.
JB did it. And it actually changed my and I'm not saying this jokingly, but it makes for a different reading experience when you're actually paying attention to what's emboldened and stuff like that. And just
1000%.
And I'm like, dude, this was so fucking well done. Tynan did a phenomenal job writing it. Those books are just they're big concepts. It worked well.
I love the fact that they signed up to be there, and then like that changes the whole thing.
I
Like,
haven't read it
it's
yet,
amazing.
but I'm gonna read it while you
oops.
got. No, it's okay. I'm gonna read it while you guys.
Well,
are
that's the
talking about it. Go ahead.
solicitation, DJ. You didn't spoil
While
anything.
you're talking about it,
While you guys are talking, I'm gonna go ahead and just
look at those
flip through
letters.
it. Look at those letters. Hold on.
See how round those bees are.
I will say, if you haven't read it yet, to anybody planning on reading it,
Stop.
It's pretty much mandatory to go back and read issue 12 of Nice House by the Lake.
100%.
Just 12. You don't need the whole thing again, but just go read 12. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I love that. I can't wait for Nice House by the pool.
Yeah, that's what's next.
Letterer and additional design and world design.
Yeah, they
Nice
hate
House
they
by the
hate their
Jacuzzi is probably a
employees.
better movie, better book.
I find this fascinating, Justin. This is wonderful. Look at these bubbles. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna show you guys these bubbles.
Well,
I copy and paste real good.
Look at those.
That's my
Come
least those are my least favorite bubbles out of the whole thing.
Oh, I hate.
Yeah, what's going on in that scene? What's
hate
going on in
that
that
one.
panel?
You,
The guy covered the
that-
sailboat.
Izzy, when one adult likes another adult. Scotty said, if the ocean rises 30 feet, I'll have a nice house by the ocean.
You know what? It will in about 10,000
It's going to be
years.
tomorrow, or it'll be another hundreds of years, but hang in there, buddy.
One day, Scotty. One day.
But E-Man, you're into the water books, right? It's a good water book.
What does that mean? Please explain.
I just want to know. You know, I've
I'm
seen
not- I'm
you in
not-
the water plenty of times, so I'm just curious.
Into the water books.
Again, what does that mean?
You know, the flowing of the hair, the water.
I like being in the water. I don't like bringing my books in the water, but
Okay,
I like.
just,
I like.
no,
I
I know
like-
you're not Comics by the Bay. I get that, but just saying.
Yes. I am a water baby. I do like being at the beach. I do like snorkeling, long walks on the beach.
You like being immersed?
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoy like scuba dive. Oh, not scuba, snorkeling. Like I really enjoy that.
Is someone farting in the background?
Yeah, DJ.
No,
over
that's
there.
that's my headset. Whatever. No, so I don't know what they gave my cat. That he's just, we call them the zoomies, where the cats just run around. So
Yeah.
he'll jump on stuff, and he's like smacking the chandelier. He's like, now he's on the table. I don't know. He's on that shit, yo.
I like when the animals go all zoomies. It's funny.
Oh my god.
That's why you're getting those videos, man. That's why they keep sending you those animal videos.
No, that's more.
Oh, no, they sent it to Mark. Yeah, they sent it to Mark, right?
I would prefer an animal video as opposed to some of the shit they send me.
Again, you're not a fan of Japanese ice cream trucks? Come on, DJ.
That was amazing, and that inspired me.
Japanese ice cream trucks are not bad.
That truck was badass. That inspired me to get ice cream.
Like, you know what? I want an It's It. That's what I want to get. You know, Rocket Pop.
I was like, let me get a what do you call those things? I forgot. The Dippin' Dots. Let me go get some Dippin' Dots.
Those things are weird. Like,
They don't melt.
For those. Yeah, they don't. nitrogen frozen, like whatever goodies. They're good though. They're fun.
I like the dibs too, and well, I mean, I haven't had them in such a long time.
Do you guys on the East Coast have It's It?
I don't know what that
No?
is, so
No?
probably not.
Here,
What
at
is that?
least I've never heard of it.
Oh man, I know it's a Bay. I know it comes from the Bay Area, but I'm not sure if it was like nationwide. So it's like a cookie ice cream, but it's like a graham cracker cookie, dipped in like chocolate with ice cream in the middle. It's like my favorite one. I absolutely love that one.
That
I don't eat
sounds
foreign food.
amazing, dude.
Yeah, I'll bring one next time I'm over there. It might be melted, but I'll bring one too. You know, don't worry about it. I got you.
Just put it in a Ziploc.
Yeah,
That'll take care of it.
yeah.
Oh my god, and that's my favorite, like graham cracker with chocolate and
Yeah.
like vanilla ice cream. I'm lame. I'm a vanilla ice cream kind of guy.
Yeah, they have like different flavors too. They have like strawberry, chocolate, coffee, mint chocolate chip. Like that one's pretty good. My daughter likes that one. But yeah, I like the basic like vanilla one, just the classic.
Yeah, I'm super boring. Hey, let me get a vanilla. Hey,
I get vanilla all the time. What you talking about?
you really are a vanilla guy, is he?
I really am.
Dang.
Boing.
I really am.
No,
I don't deny it.
Don't report me.
I don't deny it. I'm a straight
Yeah.
rider.
Like when we get coquitos, it's only the coco. I only eat the coco.
No le gusta el coquito, eh? ¿Te gusta el
Eh,
coquito? No te gusta el coquito, eh?
Coco, piña, cherry.
Coco loco.
Yo, the icy cards and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like how back in the day was $1 for like the little coco.
Yo,
thing?
they're $3 now.
$5 over here.
What
Damn.
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
good.
When the New
$5.
York accent just comes out, it's
What the
they
hell, man?
emphasize. They're just
They're $3 over here. Over here, they're $3. They're $5 over there.
$5, man.
That's
No,
you the lap of luxury over there. I see. I guess.
Oh no!
right?
The other day, it's funny. I only have $4 in my pocket, right? So, because I don't really carry cash or whatever. So I go to the pretzel guy, by Macy's in Herald Square. So I'm just like, yo, let me get a pretzel. So he's just like, oh, $5. I was like, $5. I was just like, I'll give you 4. And he's just like, no, it's $5. I was just like, I'll give you 4. I'm from here. And he was just like, all right, fine. And I was like, thank you. Like, get the fuck out of here. $5 for a pretzel?
get the fuck out
know-
of here. $5
Hey,
for a
some of
pretzel?
those Some of
Fuck,
those
man.
guys are taking credit cards now too, right? You heard that? You saw that? Some of those trucks are getting credit cards, man. The hot
Credit
dog vendors.
cards. Look, if they're not
taking
if they're not taking PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, man, you guys are behind over there in New York. Come on.
No, they got no.
Come on.
Some of them have them. Some of them have them. They got the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. You know,
So,
whatever.
yeah, so
other
there's the
thing.
food trucks, and then there's just the carts. So I got this from a hot dog cart.
A
that
hot
just, like,
dog. No, even those guys. I saw that. I saw that over in Union Square.
Oh wow! I don't know what kind of carts you go to. These lap of luxury carts that accept credit cards. Wow, easy.
Union Square, baby.
See, if they take American Express, you know they're just
Take
raking
it
in
back to
the
old
cash.
school.
Black
Take
card.
it to Union
Justin,
Square.
what you working on, sir?
It's I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely an indie book that that's going to get pitched, but I don't know if it'll get picked up anywhere.
Mm,
It's a good way of describing it.
yeah. Riveting.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
So
I
you're
can't wait to
wasting
read
your
it.
time.
No,
Is it a
I'm not.
water-
I'm still.
is it a
I'm
water
getting
book?
Paid.
Nice.
It
Is
is
it
a water
book?
It is a water book. It is a water book.
What's
the
a
hell is a
water
water
book?
book?
I just want to know what a water book is. I need one. Slab by PGX or PSA or JSA. 2 of them now.
You know, books made in the water. I don't know.
Me neither.
Well,
I'm still waiting for you to explain.
I'm not in the water,
Oh, then it's not worth it. Then
but
got to be in the water while you're making the book.
Like Aquaman?
Oh, there you go. That's a water book. I don't know what you're doing there,
I don't
man.
either. It's my seductive look. That's how I got Mimi.
Okay. So what do you think? How much would you sell this Scotty Young Deadpool for at a show? What would you sell this for?
whatever somebody is willing to pay for it.
Yeah, I'll buy you a New York City hot dog for that.
Oh hell no!
I'll even pay $5 for it.
Not worth it. Not worth it.
I'll give him like a $5 tip too.
A $5 tip. He's gonna look at you like, what do you think I do? I got a family to feed.
So do I. That's why I bought a hot dog.
Nah, man. Hot dogs are expensive again. Well, not
again. I like how aggressively relaxing comes in with the Klondike bar. And we were talking ice cream like 4 hours ago, but it's all right. That's good. That's a good ice cream to have, AR. I like it.
I'm gonna start selling these Fortnite books. These Fortnite books right here. I'm gonna sell them for like $20.
I have like all of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if you sell them for $20, I'll sell them for a New York City hot dog.
Yeah, there you go. That's $20.
Trade.
When the Fortnite, what is it, Batman Fortnite, right? Or something?
Yeah.
When that number 1 came out, I think that was at the shop. Like the line was the longest that it's been outside of a free comic book day.
All the kids.
That's this one. Yeah. That's this one because there's a code in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a skin.
Yeah, that's all it's for a code.
I bought like 2 of those. I bought one and I kept one and I gave the other one to my stepson because he was really into Fortnite at that time. Yeah. I was like, here you go, mijo, go for it.
I think I bought like 3 and I sold 3.
It was cool because I think they brought back like the Batman Who Laughs in that series too. Like in a way, it was supposed to be like, oh, dude, are they bringing him back like legit? That would be pretty cool.
Back.
Digger Jim.
Yo, what up, Jim?
I left and I'm back. Blood pressure is down.
Fucking score.
You know,
It's
my
great
doctor.
now. As soon as you stop teaching your kid how to drive, your blood pressure goes down.
I know, right? that could be a correlation there for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, because he asked me, he's like, "What have you been doing?" I was like, "Well, my kid got his license," and he was like, "Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it." I mean, I take medicine, but he said it's such a low dose that had to be part of what the problem was. So I was like, yeah, that's part of it. But and then there's all this other stuff. But God, man, they just want to push a pill. This is all they do is push a pill.
Push, yeah, man.
Push
Nonsense.
Push a
Nonsense.
Push a pill. Push a pill.
They got me up to 40 milligrams of Adderall. No, they're not. That's exactly what I need. I'm not pushing pills on me.
I'm just saying. I'm like, oh my God.
Bunch of pill pushers.
That's all they do. They're like, you're not going to get it done. We're going to give you this pill. It'll get it done. So because I quit taking, I was taking some, metformin. That shit was killing me. I said, later, that's got to go. And I took this one thing and it gave me some weird side effects. That had to go.
Like weird in a good way or weird
no,
in a bad way?
Like, let's put it this way. I vacuumed the living room and I by the time I finished vacuuming the living room and the side room,
let me guess,
I was sweating so bad. Pardon me?
And you found out it wasn't even your house.
I thought weird side effects causes you to clean up your house.
I was sweating. I was sweating so bad. I was like, this is crazy. This should not be happening. And then on top of that, I couldn't play baseball when I wanted to play in the game. And that was the final straw.
Mark is playing baseball today.
I can help you with that.
Mark is working on his sidearm right there.
Pretty much in the minor leagues now.
Oh, is that right?
I need video of Mark 50 Cent in this pitch, by the way.
Yeah, is Pops going to be there? Is Pops going to be able to shoot a video of you? You're going to do the.
I want the live stream.
Oh my God!
With tips.
Mark, are you worried? Can you get it to the catcher? You think? Are you good? You think?
I'm not worried at all. I'm just throwing a ball to a person, right?
But can you complete the task? Is my question. Are you concerned that you can complete the task?
I'm not.
It's a lot further away than you think.
That's what I'm saying. Many people have failed this task. You understand that, right?
Yeah, but
I would fail that. Honestly, I would probably fail it.
That's not
Would
that
you?
far.
I don't think
that.
so, but man, I'm at
Listen.
the age where you think you can do a lot more than you actually can.
I'm just saying you.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
can't go
by
down the
no
stairs.
means I'm not by any means overconfident with myself, but I'm of the understanding that I don't have to compete. I'm not expected to play on the team either.
No, I'm just saying, but you're gonna if you don't get it to the catcher.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait.
Here's
Here's the part that I finish that sentence.
If you don't get it to the catcher, oh, I'm gonna laugh at you. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna laugh. At
Yeah,
you.
so if I don't get to the catcher,
They're all gonna laugh at you. Oh no!
I'm just saying,
they're all
you
gonna
can
laugh
at
at
least,
you.
you should, you know.
Well, we'll find
I
out
like
how
that
many
answer. I like that
subscribers
answer. That's
Legions
my
of
answer.
Comics is
so
gonna
I
have
like
next
it.
week.
I get to go throw a first pitch out at a Green Jackets game and take my kids to it and all this stuff. Like, there's no losing. It's impossible to lose at this task.
Honestly, my ego would be a little upset if I didn't get it there. Honestly, my ego doesn't let me just brush that off. My ego's like, no, this is
I
the
was
problem.
8 years old when I learned, because Tyler was on here telling me about it, and Becker's in the chat. Like, it's a thing for like the diehard minor league local team
Yeah,
fans.
I mean, no one actually cares.
You know what I'm
You're
saying? If you bounce the ball, they go and then forget about you.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it doesn't actually matter. It's very
On
true.
on the positive, if you connect with one throw, you might start the game.
Oh, I hope not. No, I don't want to do that either. No, but
Did you see it bring the heat?
We're fully strategic.
Look at it like, yo, we need that guy in our team right now.
We're fully strategic at this
Field of Dreams too.
tiny little window of opportunity and what it is, and talking
Well played, for
their
sure.
media coordinator that had reached out to me. They asked me to send a read through that if I wanted anything read when you do it. You know, they announce who it is during the first pitch. So me, Rob, and DJ, we put together the read through. So on the loudspeaker, everyone there will be hearing a Comics Curing Cancer commercial.
Yeah.
So you're saying that I am worried about petty, childish things while you're worried about grown-up matters.
Yeah, while me, Rob, and DJ are turning this into a commercial.
Let me ask you this:
because that would be accurate.
Since we're talking about medication, one of the other thing about medication is all the side effects.
We're not talking about medication
Well, this
anymore.
is in the same vein. So you're gonna have.
How is this in the same vein?
It's gonna be in the
Welcome
same
to the
vein.
old man
Shut
chat,
up.
guys.
Shut up and listen. In the same vein, you're going to have them read this Comics Curing Cancer thing, and then that last line should be, and in no way, shape, or form, if this fool doesn't get it across the plate, it represents Comics Curing Cancer in any way.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually is a good line. That's a good
legit
one.
or not, but I think I'm going to do this just because I've aggressively
Bounce the ball?
relaxing has never said anything untrue.
Throw high harder than you think. Keep your eye on the catch.
Yeah, that's
No,
true,
he's
though.
telling
It's all
the
about
truth
the follow
here. He
through,
really
bro.
is.
Yeah.
Just remember, where your arm goes is where that ball goes.
It's farther than you think.
Are you gonna like rub the ball or anything? You're like, you're gonna do, all the things that
What was it like in Major League? The guy would put like a little like stuff on his arm so they could get a spin on it, like preparation H or something to spin the ball. Oh,
preparation.
I just want to hear Bob Uecker just go, just a bit outside.
And then have an image of Rob just like this.
I want to see Mark come out with glasses with like a skull in the middle right here.
Oh yeah,
that would be cool.
You should cut the thing off there, and at the arms like what's his name did.
So you're gonna wear the cap forward, or are you gonna wear the cap forward or backwards?
Come on, don't give me none of this Olay bullshit.
If the sun's behind me, you have to put it on backwards.
Over the top, baby.
I love this shit, and I may move to England. Major League was great. I love that coach.
Yeah, that's
that
a great
manager.
movie.
Major League is an untouchable classic.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. There's so many good like quotes coming out of that.
I want a good fun
Joe
sports movie
Boo.
like that. Let's get a good sports movie.
I like the second one too.
Yeah,
Not bad.
Yeah,
the
second one's good
wasn't
too.
bad. Yeah, the second
I
one
liked
wasn't
it.
bad.
Randy Quaid in that movie as part of the fans. He gives up on the team. He's like, stupid team.
Wild thing. Yeah. He would be over there.
Too high.
But Mark, for real, like when you're throwing this pitch, like try to aim, and I'm not even lying. Try to aim maybe like 6 inches to a foot above the catcher's head. to allow that drop.
Blast that catcher's head off with your speed.
I pick you, Mark.
Hey, E-Man, when was the last time you played baseball?
Dude, I play catch regularly.
I'm
Hey,
sure
yo!
when was the
He
last
plays
time you
water
played baseball,
water
though?
ball. He plays water ball.
I play water ball.
Water ball.
Play water ball.
That is water ball.
I have never played organized baseball in my entire
It's
life.
the same thing you do with water comics.
No, brother John did. I did not.
Where's
But
he
I can-
at when I need him?
I know he played.
That's
I mean,
something I
the
say to
water ball?
myself 4 times a day.
So think about it this way: the bar has got to be set so incredibly low. Like the first word people are going to hear is probably the word comics, and like they're just instantly going to expect it to be just a horrible first pitch.
Imagine his cheer if he just pipes one down the line.
Yeah,
I know.
that's what I'm saying.
They're like, this comic book guy can't throw a ball, and then he throws like an 89 mile per hour slider.
I'm just saying, Legion, maybe
would be
take some
hilarious.
practice throws if you get a chance.
All right, I'll go buy a baseball and do that.
Nah, don't even do
And
that.
not a wiffle ball either. You know, not those plastic balls.
Nah, raw dog it. Just go out there.
In all sincerity, that's what I planned on doing. I planned on just not practicing at all, just going out there and throwing a fucking ball.
Yeah. Just take the ball, grab your crotch first, grab the ball, spit up the
Spit.
ball.
Spit.
Do I
There
spit
you go.
on the ball?
Spit.
That's the part I'm unclear about. Do I spit on the ball?
No.
No,
You
you
spit
spit
in
on
your
your
hand, and then you wipe it. And
The
then you
throwing
wipe it.
hand or
Marcus,
the
you
other
and I in
hand?
the same
you can do
boat
both
there.
hands.
Ain't no way I'd go
Both hands, you
raw.
gotta-
I'd be
you gotta
throwing some pitches beforehand. I'd
I
be going
gotta-
to find me a damn mound and
Wind
throw
it. Make sure you wind it up too. You know what I'm saying? And it's when you throw
Mark
it, you
doesn't have
gotta,
a sports ego, though. That's the
Hey,
big
hey,
thing.
Izzy. Hey, Izzy. When was the last time you played baseball?
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't thrown a baseball in a long time.
I'm
but
from New York. We play baseball in New York.
I'm from New York and I haven't played baseball in 30 years.
I was gonna
You're from
ask.
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we
I'm
go.
from the Bronx, baby.
Is this where the numbers are going to come out again? Okay, we're going to see numbers again.
What numbers are you talking about?
35th and 50th and I forget something else. I don't know. You were throwing up gang signs earlier, DJ.
I played nine. I played 9 innings of baseball on 25th Street after I drank a 40.
Here you go.
I played stickball. That's what I used to play. Stickball.
What's the name of the movie AR is referencing? Is it The Rookie? Is that what it's called? I loved that movie as a kid. I can't remember the name of it though. Where the kid breaks
his arm and like it tightens up his
like,
tendons.
yeah.
And he's
Rookie
able
of
to
the
throw.
Year.
Is it the
Rookie
what
of
is
the Year.
that? Yeah, Rookie of the Year. That's what it was.
Angels in the outfield.
He pitched
Angels in
for
the outfield is what I was thinking in my head, but I knew that was
It's
wrong.
the rookie of the year. Yeah.
He pitched for the Cubs.
Air Bud.
Airbud.
Air Bud.
There were some bad movies that came out too. That was one of them.
You shut your mouth. Air Bud is a national treasure.
It's trash. Trash.
We're
trash.
gonna see Air Bud.
You see the skits where someone pretends to be like the coach going home with his son after losing the earbuds. What are you doing out there?
Sports ball talk.
You got Mark asleep already. Look at him. He's like, oh, it sucks.
Now I'm trying to
movie
think of
talk.
controversial to bring up to try to change the topic because Marcus is here and he loves drama. I got one. What do y'all think of the talk of the failed feminist propaganda being compared to the Marvel Messiah? Specifically, what I mean is
None of that made sense to me.
the Deadpool dancing intro, and people are saying that She-Hulk deserves an apology for the.
I have seen that. Yeah.
Wait, what? I haven't heard. I
think
this.
Opinions are going to be. I don't think there's an opinion to be had.
Well,
on that.
I mean,
what?
See, I think that's part of his persona, though. Yeah. Even in the comics, he did. You know, he was.
It's not part of She-Hulk's persona.
No,
to be a little silly
it's
like
not. It's
no. She-Hulk just breaks the fourth wall. She doesn't. She's not like a comedy act in that way.
No, she's. I mean, you know, definitely not in Savage. Yeah.
It wasn't in sync in their dancing, right? That would have made it apples and apples if it was in sync.
It was just
actually doing
There's also different kinds of dancing as well. Well, that was. Some
it was
people
an actual...
like you take She-Hulk out of the equation, you take Disney out of the equation. People still have strong opinions about twerking in general. You know,
right?
I'm pro twerk, by the way.
Of course you are.
I'm pro Megan Thee Stallion.
So wait a minute.
Henderco?
Oh, yeah, she's
You're
campaigning
pro
right now.
Herto. Don't lie.
Oh, I
is
did see
campaigning.
her. Yeah, she was in Georgia, right? I did see that.
She was
She was
campaigning.
well, I don't know about Georgia, but she was in Atlanta.
Shut up.
I hate Atlanta so bad.
No, but Georgia, she was in Atlanta.
I just get claustrophobic in cities, man.
Yeah, Atlanta is one of those. Like Kansas City's a city, but it's not like Atlanta City. You know, Atlanta's another level.
So just because I was confused. So people are saying, "Oh, it's messed up. You like Deadpool, but you're the same people that were hating She-Hulk." That's what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Crazy people on the internet are like, "How is this any different?" I'm like, I don't know. Use your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's very hard to make that argument. I would say they're not exactly the same.
But
There's
I've
tons
seen
of-
like 3 clips of people trying to make that argument since
I've seen it
the
too
last
on
30
Twitter.
minutes.
I've seen it on X. Yeah.
Those are people
trying
that
to
don't
make
have
an
anything else
argument.
better to do.
No,
Well,
I
they're
think they
trying
just
trying to
yeah,
make
they
an
had-
argument.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's how they feel, and I don't think it's a bad take. Honestly, I mean, I think there's an argument there. I just don't think it's a good enough argument.
She-Hulk watching everyone laugh at Deadpool dancing in his movie in Triple Revenge. Kidding.
That's pretty
Yo,
good.
that's hilarious,
That's
bro.
funny. That is funny.
I like the hair.
Yeah.
That's
You
hilarious.
circled that over
Boys,
Homelander.
shout out to the boys for giving us endless clips to use. as
For real.
memes, man.
This season
Endless.
was a little weird though. Like
I
the
liked
first 2
this
seasons were
season.
cool.
I didn't care about a lot of the stuff, but the core story I care about a lot.
Yeah.
Like I didn't care about the Frenchie stuff and all that, but like the core story of Butcher and Homelander, I am 1,000% locked in on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I still need to watch the final episode though. I heard
Oh,
the
it's
final episode was
good,
on point.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm dying for the next episode, dude. You find okay, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you finally get some things they've been teasing for all season.
Cool.
I gotta watch it. I mean, I have to go back to.
I got to catch up to that.
Yeah.
So far,
I
I
really like it.
Anthony
I know
Starr
how
is playing that role so good.
He's incredible,
Yeah,
dude.
he is.
He's so good at what he's doing on this show. Like he's the best. He makes. I mean, I don't know if the show works as well without him. Honestly,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're still doing the second season of the what was the spinoff?
Gen V.
Gen V.
Gen V.
I like Gen V. Gen V was good.
I didn't watch
it took me 3 episodes to decide to care, but
To get into it a little bit. I agree. Yeah, it was a little off at the beginning, but it was very high schooly and whatnot. But it got there.
How intense was that moment though, AR, at the end when they're hooked up to the matter machine and that music is playing that cut of it and you're getting the flashbacks for Wolverine and the flashbacks for Deadpool and they're just sitting there looking at each other screaming in pain. Like, dude, like somehow they turned that into the most alpha male moment with Madonna playing where everyone like that's good creativity. When my wife is sitting there cheesing, when I'm sitting there like emotional with a Madonna song playing to Hugh Jackman's Six Pack, like they took those elements.
More like 20 pack, man.
Yeah, but they took those elements that on the surface, on paper, would be like cringe and turned it into an emotional moment, making me flash back through the last 2.5 decades of my life and fandom. Like that's crafty right there. That's the difference between a creator and a fucking shill that got a pick-me paycheck by Disney.
Yeah.
And there it comes.
Did you see? You saw the. I mean, you saw the clip that I sent
That's
into
what we've
the.
been waiting for a whole time.
You guys saw the
strike bullying.
The clip that I sent into the chat where Wesley Snipes talks about how the whole thing started. Like
With the
he's
phone
like
call.
with the phone call, and I loved it. I just love. I mean, I know it's so basic, but at the
That's
same
it's
time,
not basic. It's a huge deal for context on the set of Blade Trinity, which Ryan Reynolds played Cannibal King in. Wesley Snipes was method acting for that role. He was being Blade on in front of the camera, behind the camera. Ryan Reynolds, it was a real tense set and everything. There was a lot of issues happening, and Ryan Reynolds was Ryan Reynolds and lighthearted, a little ad-libby, and trying to bring some like levity to it. And it didn't mesh well with Wesley Snipes, so much so that Wesley got into it with the writers, the directors, with Ryan, and he wouldn't even communicate with them. He would only communicate to his agent and pass
oh wow,
notes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff with Ryan Reynolds that made it to the final cut of that film were ad libs where he had to improvise because Wesley didn't want to be right there with him on the set, this and that. And that's how they left things. They didn't didn't have animosity toward each other on a personal level. They just hated working with each other on a professional level. So that's why it was such a huge deal that after those years, his phone rang and it said Ryan Reynolds. And that's why he said, yo, like I saw that and I immediately thought, you have to answer. You don't not answer it.
Yeah, dude.
And he told Ryan, there's no way this will happen because that's a new line.
And that's why in the movie when he goes, I don't like you. And then Ryan Reynolds was like, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know all that backstory.
I didn't know that either. That's cool.
But I like the fact that he did that.
Hey, look at that new home, new place.
Up and said, hey, because in the beginning of that though, he says, I hate that freaking guy. You know, he's like, and then he says, oh, I'm just kidding, because they had evidently had issues, but
there's so many
level. They didn't personally hate each other. They hated having to work with each other, which I'm sure a lot of these people in the industry, with how many people there are in the industry, just imagine you're going to dislike having to work with a lot of people on a professional level. Hell, Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing, those two actors hate each other, and they gave one of the best cinematic romance stories of all time.
Yeah,
and with Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey hated each other. Well, Tommy Lee Jones hated.
I think an interesting aspect of that Ryan Reynolds, Wesley Snipes thing is that when all that happened, Wesley Snipes was here and Ryan was here.
Yeah.
And now you're getting that call and Ryan is here. So
little humility.
Shout out to Ryan for thinking about him. You know,
that's what I'm saying. It's dope
like, I
Ryan
need
to do that
and putting the fans.
Yeah, I mean, look
first.
I mean, could this be a Blade resurgence? I mean, maybe they say get rid of what's that guy's name?
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, get rid of him and bring back Wesley, even though he's like 80 years old.
I would love to see him involved in some way.
Mahershala.
I want to see him do the role. I want to see him.
Me too.
He's
a great actor.
You know who I feel the worst for? Sticky Fingers. Man, no love for Sticky Fingers.
I have the complete series. It wasn't the greatest, but
that blade with Sticky was trash, bro.
Hold on. Are we talking about Sticky Fingers from Onyx?
Yeah, that's where I was thinking of. That's where I went.
You are thinking about Sticky Fingers from Onyx.
Yeah, he played Blade in the live action.
He played Blade
on Spike TV, baby.
Yep, it was Blade and Witchblade. Blade and Witchblade. Go figure.
That. Yeah, on Spike TV.
I don't remember that.
Blade TV. Yeah.
Herschel Walker. What, Lady F?
Hey, she's business lady. That's
sports. But wait, it gets worse.
Lady F, are you doing science?
Boys. Lady, what's in the cabinets? What's in the cabinets?
Files, not comics. This is in my
that.
office.
Blade the series. Wow, I missed that.
No, it was short lived.
Speaking of Sticky Fingers, he has one solo album called The Autobiography of Kirk Jones. It is fantastic. I highly recommend it.
Is he Kirk Jones or that's someone else?
No, that's his real name is Kirk Jones.
Okay.
But it's super dope. He has a song with Eminem on it. It's crazy.
I never caught my radar.
Dude.
Yeah, I didn't see any of this. I didn't even watch this show. Where was I?
This was when Spike TV first, this was the first major.
Because Jim has never heard or seen this, it must not be readily available to the public.
Really. It's probably when I was on the night shift and I didn't watch much of anything on the night shift. I would just sleep during the day.
It was on cable TV. That's when cable was hard.
2006.
Hey, yo.
That's that Spike TV, baby. WWE was on Spike TV.
You tell him, Izzy.
Yeah.
Gusto.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't watch wrestling, so.
You don't watch wrestling?
On the night shift. All right, gentlemen and the lady, I'm about to peace out. I will catch all you guys on the flip. Mark, good luck tonight with throwing out the first
whoa.
What?
Hey, thanks, bud.
Watch it, guy. We'll catch you on the flip.
That's gonna be me on the mound.
Wow. nice
DJ, do we have in the mix tonight?
We will have in the mix tonight. Yes, sir. We're back tonight. I guess I got to do a better job at promoting it. In the mix, 9 p.m. tonight. We'll be there and we'll talk stuff.
That's 6 p.m. villain time, right?
Sticky fingers.
He's so serious.
Yeah.
The autobiography. The autobiography of Kurt Jones. Trust me. Marcus, you won't get mad. At least listen to the song with him in a minute.
The autobiography.
All right.
It's called What If I Was White?
I'm waiting for the audio book.
Now I'm mad.
Yeah.
Not.
There we go.
Damn, I should
I
have
like
left.
how
I was
Wolverine's
playing.
official suit was blue jeans and a wife beater with an Indian belt buckle.
Yeah.
I just love his hair in that movie.
Hell yeah.
I like.
His hair in that movie is like beautiful.
I think that was a fair
A
representation
man's
of
always
Deadpool.
had the handlebars.
I may have to go watch that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's
Which
at
one,
that
the
point where
origin?
we're far enough away from it that like you could just enjoy the character appearances and it's got some great fight scenes
You're
in it.
calling
Yeah, it
me
does.
fat.
Yeah, Blob, Kessler. I don't know the little electric dude's name. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool has that pretty cool scene before in the beginning, you know.
Yep.
The elevator is pretty funny.
It's over here, baby.
Oh. All right.
There's a bunch under
I'm going to
there.
dip out. My wife is here. I heard her come in. I need to talk to her about some stuff.
It's like you said, my wife is here. I gotta go.
Yeah. Because
It's
business.
she left work early.
Business time.
Took her 5-hour comp time. I might
Sing it,
get
Daddy.
some afternoon delight. So peace out.
It's business.
Yeah, y'all can clip that.
Take your medication.
Oh man.
Lady F, can you read your comment for us?
Okay, I'm gonna hop off again. I'm sure this is probably not the best thing to be doing live at work.
I disagree.
I
I also
completely disagree.
I've done it. It's fun.
Taking care of business. I'm singing this often. I'm gonna get fired. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
I'm out.
Bye, Lady F. Bye.
JB, did you see Deadpool?
Oh,
She
I'm sorry.
gone.
Did you see Deadpool already?
I have not.
Jeez.
Where are you people?
Tell him, Mark.
You want me to send you my screener copy? Because I do have a screener copy.
No. I mean, it's just
Why you
finding
flexing, Izzy?
the time to go and do that. I busy work schedule and kids. And
Take the letters with you.
You have a screener copy?
Do it in the water.
3?
Put in the water.
Put it in the water.
Izzy, how did you get a screener copy of Deadpool 3?
I know a guy.
That's fair.
Yeah, from the Bronx. I definitely know a guy. You know I gotta know a guy.
From the Bronx.
The Bronx, man. Gotta know a guy. We all know a guy. Probably the same guy too.
God, I love you, Izzy.
I love you too, man. By the way, your book is currently back with CGC because the dummies at CGC decided to put my legal name, my government name on it. They straight up put my government name on top of my alias name. So they put my government name and my name. And I'm like, I didn't want this way. So they send it back. And then some lady from CGC is like, well, you didn't say that. It's like, what do you mean I didn't say it? It's in the notes. Read your notes.
Don't use my government name. I am known as Izzy. I will always be known as Izzy.
My government name is not supposed to be in there.
Say that word again. Government.
Government.
I love it.
Why wouldn't you want your government name on there as an artist?
Because everybody knows me by Izzyverse. So I'm gonna.
I don't call you Izzyverse.
Probably by Izzyverse.
Nobody calls you that.
Some people do.
No, they don't. They call you Izzy.
Yeah, they call me Izzy. But if it sounds better, it says Izzyverse. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Izzy's just kind of short for your real name, anyways.
Yes, exactly.
Great nickname, considering your real name, which is Ishmael.
No, it's not. You know that's not my real name anyway. You know what I'm saying? That
You're just poking the bear. It is Ishmael, but he wants you to pronounce it.
it is not Ishmael. My name is not Ishmael. That's my one pet peeve.
I like it. You're Puerto Rican with a Hebrew name and an
He is.
Italian.
That's the catch. I don't have a Hebrew name.
That's
my name is
insane.
So my name is Ismael. That's my real name, right?
You said the same thing I said.
Well,
Spot the
here's
difference
thing.
in this picture.
It's
They're the
a
same
very
picture.
common. It's actually a very common Puerto Rican name. Like
we've never heard it before.
No, it's very common in Puerto Rico. There's a lot of people who name Ismael in Puerto Rico, right? So it's very common in that way. But everybody likes to just throw in an H out of nowhere because they want to translate it.
So, like I said, you have a Hebrew name. You're Puerto Rican with a New York.
I have
Italian
a Puerto
accent.
Rican name. You should see my last name.
Yeah,
My last name sounds.
There are some Jews that migrated to Puerto Rico in the early 1900s. Then you get Izzy in 2024.
I have a Spaniard background.
Nick, been Puerto Rican my whole life. Never met another Ismael.
Well, he wrote my name right, at least.
Well, he left the
Love
H
you, Nick.
out.
No, he wrote it right. That's the
Okay.
correct. That is the correct way of
Well,
writing my
this is
name.
no different than Marcus saying my name is not Marcus, it's Marcus.
Marcus. No,
I feel like
because
we're all on the same page, just having a conversation.
come on, Nick. You don't know about the Puerto Rican guys?
Marquis.
Ismael Miranda.
Boricua.
Marquis.
Morena,
And, you know, my
Dominicana.
name is Ismael, like Eman.
Is.
There's just no Is.
E-Man.
It's
E-Man.
not
E-Man.
E-Man.
because it's not a name. It's just a made up nickname based off of his first name, which I won't pronounce because his isn't out there like you put yours out there.
Enrique.
Don't government
Enrique
name
Matt.
it. This has already
His
done
name is-
that. Already.
You know it starts with the
Matt.
letter E. That's all you get. That's all you get. It starts with the letter E.
Okay, Eddie.
Sure.
I'm just gonna just shout out names. Eddie. Enrique.
Shout out to Eddie. Shout out to Enrique.
Ernesto.
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 What's a Hebrew name that starts with an E? We'll just call him that.
Oh, let's look it up.
That's a good one. Ezra.
Ezra.
Call him Ezra.
Oh, there you
no,
go.
there's some
Ezra.
negative connotations attached to that name, I think.
Oh, that's right. You don't
Is
want
there?
that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He said,
Hebrew,
"Oh yeah."
Hebrew name beginning with E.
Ephraim. There's another one.
Ethan, Elijah,
Ephraim.
Elizabeth. Oh, that would be Eli, Ava, Ezra,
You're
Ezekiel.
Ephraim now.
Ephraim. I like Ephraim.
Yeah. Shout out
Hey.
to Scotty coming
Hey,
in clutch with the
shout out to
he's got him-
Scotty.
he's
Hey,
got him on
by the
lock
way,
right here.
Scotty's got the
He's capable.
list, man. He got
Yeah,
the
well,
book
hold
in front of
on.
him.
Scotty's got Jesus in his thing. Like he's gonna know them all. Like,
Yes.
Oh, L.
Coming in clutch.
L anything?
L. Yeah, you could be L then.
L cancer?
No, L is actually it's supposed to be like an angelic name. L.
Ephraim though. There's a very famous Filipino pool player named Ephraim Reyes.
Oh yeah, we all follow.
Oh,
that.
he's into the water too.
So he's into the water also.
Yeah.
But yeah, like supposedly the greatest pool player of all time is Ephraim Reyes from the Philippines, and
I didn't
he
know that. I thought
yeah.
it was Alan,
You're close.
the comic Viking.
You're close.
All right, well, it's almost 11:30. That means it's close to time to feed these hungry little kids running around. It's a whole thing. What you got for me?
This and these cameras on the orange.
What about them?
Outline.
What about them?
These are my cameras for my Minecraft I'm playing.
You want those cut out?
Mm-hmm. It's cut right here.
Scotty, you'll be surprised at what my real name is.
See that orange? Cut around that orange.
Oh, Eman, did I show you the toys?
It's a family show. Don't do that. We're not supposed to be showing those things. Like on, don't, Izzy.
I'm taking it out. I'm whipping it out.
Oh
No, it's fine. It's a water toy.
oh, wait, the Transformer One toys. Bumblebee.
You thought it? What did you think? You sick man.
Ooh.
Now we know what that E really stands for.
What?
I'm not saying it out loud.
Please do, because I'm still lost. Just like water books.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's dope.
This is a very dry Bumblebee.
Dry.
So we got the Bumblebee. We got Alita 1.
Alita 1. Oh, there you go.
Look at that. We got Sentinel Prime. I don't even think these have been released yet.
I don't either.
So Sentinel Prime, and then finally we got the Megatron
Megatron. And is that Orion or is that Optimus? Oh, it's Optimus.
No, it's well, it's I guess it's Orion Pax.
It's Orion Pax. Okay.
Yeah, because they don't. I'm not going to tell you the ending.
I have a feeling what the
feel like
ending
it's-
is.
yeah,
I think I assume something happens and then
Sorry,
Megatron
man, because
turns.
Izzy or Ishmael without the H is terrible about spoilers and poker faces. I don't want any spoilers. See, look at him. He's trying not to say something right now.
I hope those two end up being friends and fighting the battle together.
Absolutely, they go out
That
to the
sounds
bar.
like the middle of the film.
They go to the bar in the film.
They go to the
All
bar.
right, well, guys, I'm about to kill it for the day. I appreciate everybody hopping on. It's been fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. Don't forget to check out everyone's content, all that good stuff. Until next time, as always, I'm Mark. We are Legion.